Cougar foul, number 10, Sydney Freeman, her third, team sixth. Uphill foul, 33, Adriana Trexler, her second, team fifth. Rebound bucket.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Some see a volleyball match. We see a student athlete learning how to be poised under pressure. Some see a high school football stadium. We see the one place where the whole community comes together. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
At Jordan & Vaught Insurance Agency, you don't pay extra for the over 80 years of combined experience that will be available to you when dealing with questions about your auto, home, farm, life, or Medicare supplements. They're always there to help from 8:30 to 5 p.m. on weekdays at 123 South Franklin Street, the very same Bloomfield location since 1972. You may not realize the value of experience until you need it the most. Call Jordan & Vaught Insurance, your friends with experience, at 812-384-3535. Linton Minor football as the Miners preparing to take it on the road tonight at North Knox. North Knox coming in at 3-3. Linton-Stockton coming in with a record of 4-2. So welcome here to North Knox. A beautiful night for football. Heather, I'll turn it over to you.
Well, we want to welcome you to this live stream production of Rader Media Sports. And time for a little introduction. Obviously, Bill Ditton on the camera, Big D, Dan Phillips, color and stats. Kevin is back for play-by-play, and I will be tonight on the producing side. We are in the Jordan & Vaught Insurance pregame show with 80 years of combined experience. Jordan & Vaught Insurance treats your family like their family when you call Ross, Cindy, Rita, or Linton at Jordan & Vaught Insurance in Bloomfield. So whether you're searching for home, auto, or life insurance, they make sure you're covered at 812-384-3535 today. Kevin?
And so, Big D, we turn our attention a little bit to North Knox, and I know we're going to take a break before we get to what you know about North Knox, but in general, this will be the last time that these two schools will meet in football.
That's really hard to believe because I've said it many times, but Linton and Sullivan have a big rivalry. Linton and North Knox go back to the Bicknell Bulldog days, so it's kind of hard to imagine that not being on a schedule. But Linton has kind of owned the last several games, 29-2, but 2020 North Knox came to Linton and pretty well ran all over. So it should be an exciting contest tonight. I'm already seeing the bad news. It looks like Will Arnold and number 26, I don't have it in front of me, but they're in street clothes, and the Miners with Cooper Smith looks like Dresden Kenworthy in street clothes. So they don't look like there's much wrong with them, but they're big parts of both teams' offenses.
And so, well, when we come back, we'll set him loose a little bit more with what he knows about North Knox, the Warriors. When we return, this is Rader Media Sports. At Crane Credit Union, you can expect a personalized experience from people committed to your financial well-being. When you visit one of our 18 branches across southern and central Indiana, you will be greeted by our team that is committed to supporting your financial needs, dreams, and possibilities through all the stages of your life. From youth and teen accounts where it pays to get A's, to auto and personal loans that are processed completely within your local branch. Your local staff can assist you with mortgage and home equity needs, and when the time is right, we can help you with your IRA retirement accounts. We will be with you every step of the way. Crane Credit Union, building relationships since 1955.
Hello there, I'm Corey Motter with Century 21 Sheets. Are you a first-time home buyer and you just don't know where to start? Perhaps you're looking to downsize and you need to list a property and get top dollar. In any of those situations, you need a professional agent on your side. I have successfully opened doors for clients for over the last 4 years, and it is a complete pleasure of mine to be able to help them end one chapter and begin a new one. Navigating the real estate market can be complex, but with the right guidance, it doesn't have to be. Let me help you understand the housing market, and let's negotiate the best deal. So together, let's open a new door and close it with Corey.
3 specialty clinics with 3 top-notch providers right here close to home. Greene County General Hospital's Team Ortho Foot and Ankle, and Surge Care are the area's go-tos when it comes to your care. Team Ortho is home to the county's only board-certified orthopedic surgeon, Dr. John Hammerstein. Dr. Matthew Parmenter is a board-certified foot and ankle surgeon with more than 35 years' experience. And board-certified general surgeon Dr. Cam Gabrielson is trained to diagnose a wide range of diseases that may require surgery. Team Ortho Foot and Ankle, and Surge Care, the trio you can trust. They're all part of the Greene County General Hospital family. Our family, caring for yours. Welcome back as the Linton Miners go to the road here to play at North Knox, and you are listening to the Jordan and Vaught Insurance pregame show. So, Big D, what do we know about the Warriors?
Well, we know they opened up with a loss at the Sullivan Arrows, 42-7 in week 1. Then they handed Eastern Green a 53-13 loss, and then a game that really opened up some eyes in Southern Indiana, defeating North Posey 25-24. Vikings, one of the top teams in 2A in this area. Boonville, a 35-6 loss, and they rallied to beat North Central 41-12 in a tight game last week against Princeton, a 3A school, 33-29. Josh Chambers in his 11th year here at North Knox, 53-56 overall. Last year's game was a 48-0 Linton victory, but a whole host of Warriors were not playing in that game due to injuries. Looks like tonight's going to be the same way on the other side of the field for the Miners. Typically North Knox is a running team. In the years past, you could almost predict what they were going to do. But this year, things have been a little bit different. Their quarterback, Lindbergh, has tossed the ball quite around. They got 5 different guys who can catch the ball. Miners are going to have to be, leery not to fall into that trap that think North Knox is going to run the ball a lot. So it should be it'll definitely change things up at North Knox.
And so when we come back, we'll let him continue with the starting lineups, with North Knox starting lineups when we return. This is the Jordan and Vaught Insurance pregame show. Good at a lot of things, like cheering on the Miners to victory. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance Agent Jathan Wright is good at making sure your insurance needs are just right for you. That's why Jathan is here to help you work through any questions you might have about your auto, home, renters, business, and life insurance. Then you can get back to making sure the Miner fan section is louder than the other team. Talk to Jathan. Stop in or submit your information online and give him a call at 812-798-2615. Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood. Looking to tackle a new project? Then Heritage Lumber and Supply is your locally owned and operated building material supplier with everything you need for your next professional or DIY project. From interior or exterior building products to windows, doors, metal roofing, and more, we've got you covered. Ready for a kitchen update or looking to build a new home or post-frame building? Our staff can help you from design to construction, and our in-house kitchen designer will work with you to bring your ideas to life. Let us help you through the process at 812-798-1178 or visit us at heritagelumbersupply.com, located behind Walmart in Linton. In over 50 years of business, 2 things have never changed at Linton Cycle Sales: honesty and fun. When you're shopping for Polaris or Kawasaki, this family-owned operation that offers 5-star service and accessories is a great place to start. In fact, they offer on-the-spot financing. You want to do business with a place that has your back not only when you buy, but also after you leave. So if you're in the market for Polaris or Kawasaki off-road vehicles, come to Linton Cycle Sales, doing business the small-town way since 1973.
Welcome back to Rader Media Sports. A quick reminder that we are syndicating to both the Indiana High School Athletic Association's network and our website, RaderMediaSports.com, but we're also on social media for Facebook Live as well as YouTube. So please let us know where you're watching from so we can give you a possible shout out on the air. Just like Bob Spears, who says, I'm watching from home tonight and hopefully will be at next week's game. and go Miners. Kevin?
So welcome back to the Jordan and Vaught Insurance pregame show. Big D, it's kind of turned into a game of chess here with a lot of players in, a lot of players out. But let's start with North Knox, offense and defense.
Well, we know the quarterback's going to be Cooper Lindbergh, just a sophomore, 6 foot 155. You remember last year he came in and played his first varsity game and looked fairly decent for the Warriors.
I think he's a good ball player.
As a freshman, he has run the ball 40 times, probably going to run a little bit more tonight. Has 99 yards altogether, but he's hit 56% of his passes, 55 of 98 for 854 yards. Been a while since we've seen 854 in Week 7 for the Warriors. 11 touchdowns, maybe the one question mark, 9 interceptions for the year. Now, we would say Camden McCrory, he's their leading rusher with 416 yards. He's also their second receiver at 260. He's a street close. Eli Elkins is going to be a receiver at 5'11", 165. We remember him as well as a sophomore. He's a junior, caught 13 passes, 126. Tyler Clark is their leading receiver with 23 catches for 386. The senior, 5'11", 160, may get some carries in the running back position. Now, he's only carried 11 times, 86 yards. But as a senior, he will have some experience. Coy Van Meter, number 5, a junior, 5'8", 140. He's 9 carries, 55 yards, kind of from a wing back position. Has 1 catch. The tight end, they always have a tight end. Braden Bilski, I remember him last year playing on the line. But, it was odd last year, Kevin. We had both running backs wearing 50 uniforms in the 50s. They were so depleted. He's caught the ball 3 times, 42 yards. Up front, Warren Peltier, a junior at 5'10", 185. Michael Oakes, 5'11", 175, junior. Sophomore Owen Lane, 5'10", 145 at center. Corbin Jones, now I'm not sure if Corbin's playing tonight. I think he was out last week. He's a big part of that team on both sides of the ball at 6'2", 215. If he's not out there, Scotty Kelly, a sophomore, 6 foot, says 315. I don't think he's 315. And Trent Richards, a senior, 6 foot, 230. Defensively, a lot of the same names. Oakes and Bilski are the linebackers. Bilski, the leading tackler by far, with 72. Michael Oakes with 45. Arnold is usually the other defensive end. He's in street close. Connor Celeste, a junior, 5'11", 220, defensive tackle. Peltier at nose tackle. Jones normally at defensive tackle. Carter Becker, probably should have mentioned him on the offensive side of things. He could be involved. He has 16 carries for 90 yards. He's 5'11", 170, a sophomore. Clark, Van Meter, Elkins, and Lindbergh are usually the defensive backs. It looks like McCrory also is usually back there, but a big blow for the Warriors tonight. But neither one of those guys look like it's a serious situation. Again, it's going to be a chance where they have to put some kids in there against a really tough defense like the Miners.
Thank you, Big D. Heather, I'm going to turn it over to you.
Well, we'd like to, as we always do, give props to a number of sponsors that you're going to hear in tonight's actual game broadcast. We'd like to say thank you to all the sponsors that make these broadcasts free to view at home for all of you. But let's give a few of our sponsors some quick nods here. First off is we are broadcasting from the Walton Funeral Service Press Box, dedicated to professional and compassionate service, leaving kind memories since 1915, with funeral pre-planning for peace of mind. From one generation to the next, one family to another, Todd and Cindy Walton are proud of their funeral home's heritage, and their families have been there for this community for over a century and look forward to serving you for many more years to come. As always, they are your lamp of hope when you need them most. The quarter sponsors tonight will be Key Associates of Linton, serving Greene and surrounding counties for over 30 years. Key Associates of Linton has helped generations of clients buy and sell homes. So whether you're looking to buy your dream home, your next investment, or sell your home to enter into the next chapter of your life, Allie Walton Jackson, Mary Beth Geralds, and Audrey Sparks are there for you every step of the way. They are your key to the very best. Tonight's kickoff forecast sponsor is Kingdom Air. Kingdom Air is brought to you by Kingdom Air's Kickoff Forecast, your locally owned experts in heating, cooling, electrical, plumbing, and generator service. Call Kingdom Air or visit kingdomair.com to schedule. Your home is your castle, so keep it comfortable with Kingdom Air. Tonight's halftime sponsor, Inman Realty Company. Just like your team fights for every yard, Inman Realty Company fights for every client. Buying, selling, or simply moving up, Inman Realty gets you across the goal line. Tonight's touchdown sponsor is Hometown Veterinary. Doc Phillips has 40 years of experience in a state-of-the-art facility, equipment, and the heart of a pet owner, which means after-hours availability for emergency services are always available. He's there when you need him. Dr. Phillips and his kind staff treat your furry friends like their family, so call Hometown Veterinary in Elnor at 812-692-5770. Tonight's Red Zone sponsor is Michelle Stenger of Stenger Homes. Here at Stenger Homes, we're not just agents, we're locals. We know the communities, the schools, the trends, and the hidden gems. Our goal isn't just to find a property, it's to find a place. When you're ready to have a conversation or make a move, call them at 812-219-2307 or visit them at stengerhomes.com. Tonight's post-game sponsor is Tech Shack of Linton. Tech Shack now offers gift cards, perfect for birthdays, Christmas, a thank you, or even a bonus. Redeemable in the Linton store or at techshack.com. Now tech lovers of all ages can get what they've always wanted from Tech Shack. And tonight's starting lineups will be brought to you by Klusner Construction of Linton. Whether it is a remodel, a new construction, or a home addition, you know it's done right the first time. Every single time you choose Klusner Construction of Linton. So call Bart Wade or Tony Klusner of Linton today. And then we'd also like to give props to our replay sponsor that you'll see a number of times throughout tonight's broadcast. They're a local family-owned business located on Highway 54 in Linton. Greene County Vision Center has been providing quality eye care, glasses, contact lenses, and treating patients like family since 2005. With a large selection of designer frames, stop in and let their staff help you pick out their new look across from Linton's Humphreys Park. And tonight's scoreboard sponsor, tonight and every night this season, is Linton Cycle Sales. Linton Cycle Sales is Southern Indiana's most preferred power sports dealer since 1973. They have been proudly serving the community for over 50 years, and Dane and his staff offer sales, service, and parts. So come and see them for the best deals in the area. And as mentioned, we are syndicating to YouTube, Facebook Live, the Indiana High School Athletic Association, Champions Network, and our website, RaiderMediaSports.com. Kevin?
And when we come back, we'll turn Big D loose on the Linton-Stockton Miners. Who's in, who's out when we return. This is Raider Media Sports. Before and after renovation, reveals are all the rage these days, and no one knows that better than Brock Anderson at Brock Anderson Construction. Whether it's painting, roofing, drywall, trim, electrical, or an overall remodel, Brock's before and after reveal will have you striving to come home to quality. With over 25 years experience in the construction field, call Brock Anderson Construction at 812-798-5583 for your home repair and building need. And as he always says, go Miners. If you're looking for a wide selection of quality pre-owned cars, why look any further than Bob Walters Linton Motors? They've been serving Linton since 1954 with a wide variety of vehicles for a wide variety of budgets. Bob Walters also offers a full-service department with ASE-trained technicians who are standing by to fix any potential problem. Why pay big city prices when Bob Walters offers local sales and service for less? Visit the dealer you can depend on. Bob Walters Linton Motors at bobwalterscars.com. Locally owned for over 30 years, CAS Contracting DBA Kramer's Tree Service specializes in land clearing and development, including residential tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, vegetation control, compost, seasoned firewood, and quality hardwood mulches. If it's an outside job, call CAS Contracting DBA Kramer's Tree Service at 812-847-7221. Welcome back to the Jordan and Vaught Insurance pregame show. Big D, Linton-Stockton Miners, offense and defensive starters.
Well, I want to talk about the offensive line first and foremost. The team has gotten almost 500 yards in the last 3 games, over 400 yards rushing, just been able to go up and down the field. And that really starts with the center dressed and Kenworthy, a senior, 5'11", 200. Just as I give him credit, he looks like he has a left hand injury, so he's not out there. So that means we're probably going to see either Jacob Brettaway coming in, a senior, 220. I also saw Jimmy Wright taking snaps, 6', 225. So that'll change things up on the front line. Tyler Franklin, a junior, 5'11", 195. Chris Lyons, a 5'11", 185 senior, is left guard. The right side is normally Jimmy Wright. And then Tanner Scarborough, who leads the team in pancake blocks at 31, 6'2", at 210. Did notice that Corey Andrews back to his familiar number 52. What that's going to mean is he's probably going to see action on the interior line instead of the tight end position. Paul Oliver, 6'4", 225 at quarterback. He has been that position now the last 3 weeks. 371 yards rushing, 6 touchdowns, over 4 yards a carry. He has thrown the ball 19 times, hit on 11 of those, 349 of them, 3 touchdowns, 57.9 on the amount of it. He was the leading receiver, still is, 15 for 176. Not to mean that he can't get back out there, because Russell Goodman is still out there. He's a 6'3", 210 senior playing wingback. 49 carries for him, 413 yards. He's caught the ball now 4 times, 105 yards for 2 scores. We have really talked quite a bit about Cooper Smith coming back last week. Opened the game with a 31-yard run, had 93 yards rushing for the game. But he's not dressed up tonight. Doesn't seem to be ill for it, but maybe taking precautionary there. So that means probably Ren Cottingham back in action, 6', 170, a sophomore. He has 197, over 5 yards a carry. Has got a pass caught for 18 yards. The running back has been a tandem. Aiden Sparks the last couple of weeks has really shown up. 41 carries, 243, and 3 touchdowns, almost 6 yards a carry. And then when he takes a breath, we see Tate Gamble come in, 22 carries for 99 yards. Very capable backs all the way around. The wide receiver is Oliver Stevens. He's 5'10", 160. He has 5 catches for 107. The thing I noticed on this, the yards per catch for the Miners is way up there, over 15 yards whenever they make a catch. Quickly on the defensive side of things, Andrews and Gamble, the 2 inside backers. Andrews, who set the record for tackles for Miners last year, is 58. The outside backers are Paul Goodman and Paul Oliver. Jimmy Wright, Jacob Brettaway, Aiden Sparks on the down lineman, Ren Cottingham, Oliver Stevens, Colton Andrews, just a freshman, and also third in tackles with 31. And then the other free safety was Cooper Smith last week. I believe we might see Harrison James, who has performed well for 2 of the games while Cooper Smith was out. So other thing I want to bring out is R.J. Wilson has come out and kicked the ball on kickoffs, averaging 42 a kick. And we saw him as well as Shaylee Killian out there kicking the ball and putting it right through the uprights.
And Big D, we love all your information. Your facts are fantastic. Heather?
We're going to take this opportunity to hear from Julie Hendricks at WTWO, your local weather authority, about tonight's kickoff as well as game forecasts and look ahead to this week. This is a live stream production of Rader Media Sports.
Thanks again to Rader Media Sports for allowing us the opportunity to bring you your forecast for game night, 7 o'clock kickoff at North Knox. Tonight, the Linton Miners will be starting the game on a warm note with mostly clear skies and temperatures falling through those 80s. Once that sun goes down, things will cool off a little bit, but certainly another warm football game out there for the Linton Miner fans, another warm Friday night. We are going to stay dry through the weekend if you're making plans, both Saturday and Sunday. We're going to have a lot of sunshine. As we get into early next week now, we're finally going to put some rain chances into the forecast as we go into the day Tuesday. Little frontal system comes through the area, and behind it, we're actually going to experience a change in these warmer than normal temperatures we've been having around the Wabash Valley. Now, I will say this. Yes, today and tonight's football games, certainly warmer than normal for this first weekend in October. As we get into next week, we'll bring those temperatures down midweek. We'll probably see highs in the 70s for Wednesday and Thursday, a much more fall-like feel. However, with that being said, I think as we get into next Friday, those temperatures will warm up slightly once again. So good luck to the Linton Miners tonight, and after tonight's football game, if you're making plans for the weekend, again, sunny skies. We will find temperatures in the mid-80s as we go throughout the weekend and into the start of next week. Some scattered much-needed rain possible by Tuesday, and then you see that change in temperatures for Wednesday and Thursday next week. We're actually going to get a taste of fall in the Wabash Valley.
Finding the best coverage for your home, auto, life, and business isn't always a walk in the park. I'm Audrey Sparks at Richard Brown Insurance, your local auto owner's insurance agent. Whether you're buying your first car or starting your own business, finding the right coverage can be a challenge. With great companies like Auto Owners Insurance, I can find the appropriate coverages so that you and your family can be better protected. Come see me, Audrey Sparks, to discuss what coverages are right for you or give me a call at 812-847-4798.
Whether you would like to add emergency lighting, tint your windows, replace old floor mats with WeatherTech floor mats, lift your truck, cover your truck bed, customize your truck bed, or accessorize your vehicle, English Off-Road Line X of Bloomfield has a professionally trained staff to help you make important decisions and make your dreams a reality. Call them in Bloomfield at 812-384-5060 or visit them on the web at www.englishoffroad.com. It starts well before the lights are turned on. The grill at the grill is fired up well before the front door is unlocked and the first customer ventures in.
I've been coming to the grill for 30 years. It's the best restaurant in Greene County.
It's a Ling tradition that's lasted over 100 years and in the same family for over the last 40. Open 7 days a week with carry out, and speaking of traditions, they have steak night every Friday and Saturday night. If you didn't stop by today, there's always tomorrow at the grill in downtown Linton.
Welcome back to Rader Media Sports. And we'd like to say hello to those that are checking in with us on Facebook Live. First off, Margaret Ann Simon sounding great again. RMS, Let's Go Miners. M. Brent Kenworthy says, watching from home, go number 59. Mark Gaither, great audio and video tonight. And Joe White says, Let's Go Miners, watching from home. As always, we love the opportunity to give you a shout out if you let us know that you're watching and from where on our Facebook or YouTube pages. Kevin?
And so right now, I think we've got an interview with the new baseball coach coming up. Is that what we have here, Heather? Sorry, I know. You're more in control here on that than I am.
Yeah, I'll tell you what we can talk about is a little bit about North Posey. You know, they won the state championship in 1974, like back in the days when they were really a dominant football program. I don't think they've won a sectional in quite a long time. They were down at North Posey, got to the second game. Really, the closest they've got was a 9-3 record in 2014 when Linton beat them 41-0, and Mater Dei in 2019 got them 35-6. So they've been hungry to get that first sectional. I don't think they're in our sectional now. In fact, I think they're 1A.
Heather?
We'd like to take this opportunity to introduce you to the new head coach of Linton High School baseball, Jacob Carey, who is a North Knox grad, went on to Vincennes University as well as Indiana University, and we have an interview that we had as an exclusive with him earlier last week. We'll be back in just a moment. This is a live stream production of Rader Media Sports.
Hello, Kevin Rader from Rader Media Sports, and I'm joined here by Jacob Carey, who we have to give a big welcome to, except the interesting thing is he's the new baseball coach, but he's always been here. He's been here for, believe it or not, the last 10 years. So tell me about what you've been doing the last 10 years.
Yeah, North Knox graduate, but went to Jasper for about 10 years for work out of college. But we moved to Linton. My wife had family here, so that was the normal move for us when she wanted to start a gymnastics facility. So Tech Dynasty Athletics was born in Linton, and we've kind of made this work with bringing our family up to Linton. Kids all go here in the last 10 years or so.
And I know everybody's wondering, okay, he's the new baseball coach. Yes, he's played baseball and quite a bit of it. Highlight for us your career. I mean, started at North Knox, but you've lived here for 10 years, so
Absolutely.
We'll forgive that.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. It's a bad word around here. No, North Knox graduate, set some records there, won a sectional, got some interest, went to VU for a year, and then IU, played for the Hoosiers up there in Bloomington, was their #1 pitcher for 2 years, I believe, and had a lot of success there.
So the obvious question is, you've kind of laid out for a little bit. What brought you back?
A lot of rekindling kind of happened. It was you always love the sport that you played and you were good at. So I've always loved it, watched it from afar lately. Other things took precedence, kids growing up, things like that. My daughter's actually dating one of the current players, and watching some of his games last year just reignited a lot of that for me. Everything kind of worked out. I took the jump.
So I guess I can't really say what differences we might see, but what's your philosophy when it comes to baseball?
I've always been a pitcher, right? So it's a pitcher's game. I know Linton has several arms on the mound, but the thing that I think they can do that I would like to see different is, I always say, hang crooked numbers on the board. We're going to swing, and especially on this field, it's a smaller field as far as high school fields go. I'd love to see us score a bunch of runs.
Are you excited?
I'm a little excited. You can probably tell.
Is the main thing now like just to get with the kids, or no, probably get a staff, I suppose?
Yeah, staffing will be one of the first things. Facilities tour. Coach Burns has been nice enough to offer to do that for me and show me around, just so I know what Linton has as far as that goes. And then, yeah, personnel. I got asked in the interview what my practice schedule would look like, and I said, well, I probably want to meet the players first just to see, what we need to work on, what we could get better at.
So is a key, not a key, but is one part of it maybe saying, well, maybe there's some people out there that haven't played and want to get their interest and get back into the game?
That's the thing I love the most. That brotherhood of a baseball field it's bring everybody that you can, and we all get together and do it as a team. So that family kind of cohesion on a baseball field. Yeah, I would love to get guys who gave it up younger, maybe don't know if they could still play, have some doubts about themselves. Let's see what you got.
The nice thing is the cupboard's not bare.
Oh, no. Lots of times you come into a
You've
position.
been here, so you've seen.
Lots of times you come into a position like this as a head coach, and you're not going to be good for a few years, and you have to do some work to build that up. I mean, there's still work to do, but it's nice to know that we're not going to, go winless this year or anything like that. I hope. Right.
Well, Coach, congratulations.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Best of luck, and we'll see you. We'll be broadcasting your home games right up there.
You guys are a great asset. I look forward to it. Thanks so much.
Linton Sporting Goods has an over 20-year tradition of offering Hoosiers the best in sports equipment and apparel. They feature Wilson, Demarini, Louisville Slugger, Marucci, Mizuno, and much more. Get ready for any sports season by shopping at Linton Sporting Goods on Highway 54, where the winners shop. The next time you need a lift, call Skinner's Towing. They're locally owned and operated since 2012. If you are ever in an accident or breakdown and unsure who to call, request Skinner's Towing at 812-699-0743 for fast, friendly, and affordable towing. No matter the vehicle, no matter the situation, no matter the climate, no matter the time. Skinner's Towing, the people you can depend on 24/7.
Is your family protected? Contact me, Alicia Cornelius, your Indiana Farm Bureau insurance agent, to discuss your home, auto, farm, life, or business needs. It's not just about protecting my family. Let me help protect yours too. Proudly serving Indiana, call to speak with me, Alicia Cornelius, one agent for all your insurance needs.
Welcome back to Rader Media Sports. First off, you just saw there the new head coach, baseball coach for Linton-Stockton, Jacob Carey, in his first exclusive interview with Rader Media Sports. You also saw Alicia Cornelius with Indiana Farm Bureau, and I want to say thank you to Alicia for sitting in last night in Kevin's absence, as well as Penny Dunn for that thrilling Shakamak at Linton-Swayak matchup, and Ashlyn Tatlock on the video. I've heard nothing but good things today about how well Alicia and Penny and Ashlyn did, and how they were so thankful that they stepped up to be able to show last night's broadcast, and obviously how thankful everyone is that Kevin is back tonight for high school Friday Night Lights. So welcome back to you, and we're glad you are back safe and sound, along with Jason, your brother, who is joining us as a guest tonight in the booth. And we're thankful to have Bill Ditton join us, obviously, here on the camera for this Week 7 of Indiana High School football. Kevin?
Well, it's certainly good to be back. It was a whirlwind trip, but needed to be done, and part of life, unfortunately. But it's good to be back here tonight for this game, which turns out is the last football game in this storied rivalry between North Knox and Linton. Certainly not a game that we would like to miss at all. Heather, I know you've got the kickoff forecast.
Yes, we would like to let all of you know that our kickoff forecast, as mentioned earlier, our sponsor is Kingdom Air. That cares about your future at 812-486-3841. Right now, the temperature is currently at 81 degrees with a real feel of 80 degrees. The wind is out of the southwest at 3 miles per hour with maximum wind gust at 8 miles per hour. We are looking at 54% humidity with a 63-degree Fahrenheit dew point, and visibility right now is 25 miles with only 15% cloud cover. So it is going to be what appears to be a very comfortable night with a low of 58 degrees. So from what you saw with obviously Julie Hendricks at WTWO, things are going to feel more fall-like before the end of next week. And the Miners will travel to Eastern Green next week for Week 8, of which we will be covering. So our staff will be bringing you that action from Eastern Green Thunderbirds next week for that exciting game, week number 8.
You know, I would have thought, just up here in the booth anyway, that the winds would have been a little higher than that. I'm surprised. 3 miles an hour with a gust to 8. It just seems like at times we get good gusts in this booth.
And it always is that way at Warrior Field because we kind of sit down in a valley. It's really picturesque if you were to look out there. It's almost like a postcard. I do want to mention a couple of things because I've been watching the two teams warm up, and looks like they're going to be starting number 40. He's just a freshman at the running back position. Let me get his name. Reed Meeks. He has carried 15 times. The other guy back there, Coy Van Meter. I'm sorry, not him. Tyler Clark. And number 9, Reed Van Meter. 2 freshmen are going to get a shot tonight at that running back. Linton, all sorts of different things happening out there. First of all, Jimmy Wright is at center. Coyer Andrews is at right guard. And we're seeing Aiden Spark kind of line up at a tight end where Corey was, which gives Gamble more shots in the back. But I also have noticed that I want to mention Dalton Reed. He's getting some looks out there. And then the other one, new face, is Colton Andrews has been out wide receiver as well. So might be seeing some new faces and some new positions.
I also want to say quickly before I forget, I missed a couple of thank yous. I'd like to say thank you to Ruben Goodman and Jake Rose last night for helping me carry up all of the equipment since I was doing the setup and the teardown solo.
A couple extra spotlights on them.
And then I also would like to say thank you to Coach Scott Vanderkolk and AD Vanessa Shafford, who helped me carry all the gear to the car. So it was a little, I knew I had the confidence to do it. It's just, it was nice to have some extra hands in there to help make it a little bit smoother last night. So we do want to say thank you to those. Right now we're going to take a quick timeout to hear from our senior class of 2026 football team members, and we'll be back in just a moment. This is a live stream production of Rader Media Sports.
My name's Corey Andrews. I've been playing football since I was 3, and my favorite memory was winning semi-state last year. My name's Justin Kimberly. I've been playing football for 9 years, and my favorite part is football Bible studies after football. My name is RJ Wilson. I've been playing football for 7 years, and my favorite memory is borrowing mattresses from the freshmen at Woodland Bible Camp.
My name is Chris Lyons. I've been playing football for 6 years, and my favorite memory is beating Brownstown in regionals.
My name is Jacob Bredaway. I've been playing football for 4 years now, and my favorite memory is the energy in the stadium when we beat Brownstown in the regional game last year.
My name is Shayla Killian. This is my first year playing football, and I'm excited on making some field goals this year.
My name is Cooper Smith. I've been playing football for 4 years, and my favorite memory is going to state my junior year.
My name is Grace Llewellyn. This is my 4th year managing in the football team. My favorite memory has to be the week leading up to state, because just seeing how excited everybody was leading up to it, and then when we went and practiced on the Lucas Oil.
My name is Dalton Reed. I've been playing football for 5 years, and my favorite memory was the sectional championship against Greencastle last year.
My name is Landon DeLue. I've been playing football for 4 years. My favorite memory was being Sullivan in the sectional championship.
My name is Zane Sparks. I've been playing football for 9 years, and my favorite memory is the pickle bandits at Woodland Bottom Camp. My name is Oliver Stevens. I've been playing football for 2 years, and my favorite memory was going to state last year.
My name is Paul Oliver. I've been playing football for 16 years, and I'm looking forward to the class I have with my brothers and all these coaches. My name is Russell Goodman. I've been playing football for 15 years, and my favorite memory is beating Lutheran in the semi-state game last year.
My name is Jimmy Rye. I've been playing football for 14 years, and my favorite memory is being back with my team.
Need excavation or septic work that you can count on at Halls LLC? They've been moving earth and installing reliable septic systems for years. From site prep to drainage, driveways, demolition, and full septic installs or repairs, they have the equipment and experience to get the job done right. For residential or commercial jobs, big or small, give Doug or Jared a call at 812-699-0200. You may also visit Halls LLC on Facebook today.
Welcome back to Rader Media Sports. We want to welcome all of you to our 5th live stream production event of this week. It's been a busy week, but next week it's going to be much busier as we travel to Bloomfield on Monday for a SWIAC conference matchup between the Bloomfield Cardinals and the Linton Miners, all before returning back home on Wednesday for Terre Haute North to come to Linton for JV and varsity, and then on Thursday is senior night for the Linton Lady Miners for volleyball as they host the Mitchell Blue Jackets. Before on Friday we head to Eastern Green for week 8 of football. So next week we will have 7 events.
And can we say that Sunday will be a big night for the Linton-Stockton Minor volleyball team?
This Sunday evening on the Indiana High School Athletic Association Champions Network will be the live volleyball draw, and we will find out where the 2A Lady Miners. We obviously know that they're heading to Sullivan, but we'll find out exactly who they are going to be facing and when. We will, as always, apply for the broadcast rights on Monday, and we'll keep you updated on that status. As we always like to remind you, no one is guaranteed for live stream rights until we apply and are approved. So please keep that in mind as well. We do appreciate all of you that are checking in on our Facebook page right now. I'm going to quickly run through a few of them. Stacy Llewellyn says, cheering on the Miners from home. Special shout out to manager Grace and number 32 Eli. Thanks for the broadcast. Also to Michelle Hollingsworth, watching from home. Let's go Miners. Mark Gaither, as mentioned earlier, said field looks great for October. Teresa Pope, bring home the win tonight, Miners. Mark Gaither checking in from Grays Creek, North Carolina. That's, I think, the 7th week in a row, so we do appreciate that. Watching from home, go Miners, Jimmy Wright, Mammy, and Pappy Kuhn. Also to Rita Burgess, Miner Pride, let's go Miners. And Mildred Angleton says, let's go Miners, go fight, win. Number 61, we will be watching you at home. So thank you to all checking in on Facebook Live. And then Ronnie Faree says, go Miners, watching from home, checking in on our YouTube station. Yeah. Kevin, or Big D, whoever wants to take it.
The one thing you notice when you look out right now is neither of the teams are on the field, but we're still about, 10 minutes away from getting started here as far as, can you see the clock?
9:27.
Yeah, under 10 minutes. for the national anthem and the opening festivities. But we are inching ever closer to a game that, well, it's one of those that you hate to think could be a trip game, but the Miners need to take care of business tonight.
Yeah, and I think with so many different changes with people in different positions, you've always got to be a little concerned. It's a great opportunity to put some guys out there and see how they do. Jimmy, I remember doing some center work when he was younger, and we know Corey was an offensive lineman last year. I do want to mention Corey's defensive effort last week. He's had a septum energy. I think that's the right. Your chest plate is that where he got bruised there, and it really hasn't been back to playing condition until last week. He had 15 tackles, 10 of those solo, and really just kind of imposed his will on the football field last night.
And why do I get the feeling that the game plan, and I should apologize, normally we would have heard from the coach tonight, Coach Oliver, but since I was out of town, I begged off and called him or texted and said I will not be able to get it done this week, and he, of course, understood graciously. So I apologize for that, but I will say, Big D, my bet is they're going to line up and go man on man here and just run this football.
That's why I mentioned the offensive line. You know, Tanner Scarborough having a big year. You're kind of concerned about him coming into this year with the lower leg, the situation he has, but he's performed well. I don't want to curse him wherever the wood is at in here, but they performed really well, and you can tell that they're working together, and you know, we've got 5 or 6 different backs, and each of these guys brings something to the table. And then, Kevin, a key aspect has been the passing. Not huge numbers, but just enough. And they've all been big plays. Stevens has made the catch, Goodman, and now Smith. And, you know, when you can keep them loose like that, that opens things up.
But what a reemergence for Cooper Smith last week. It was like if they needed a bolt of lightning, he provided it. He was it last week.
Took the pitch on the first play of the game and went down the sideline, and you know, probably – had been out for a while, but he had big plays all night. Seemed to have a little bit more of a jump, skip in his step, and you know, I'm hoping that there's not been a reoccurring. He looks fine out there, but you know, he wants to play. He's a singer. He don't want to miss a game. But I think coaches I want to keep these. Anybody nicked up is going to sit for a couple of weeks.
We also want to mention that you'll see on our scoreboard right now that we are accenting this with pink because it is National Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
I found my pink shirt. I may have to wear it next week.
I think it's time for the national anthem. Let's listen in. So our national anthem, we'll listen in and see. Well, they can't have starting lineups because they don't have any players yet, can they? They're lined up now to welcome the Warriors back on the field, and so far, no sight of the Linton-Stockton Miners. It is a perfect night for football, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you, if you did not come, you're really missing out because it is a perfect night.
And it's only going to get better because when the sun goes down, it's going to get briskier. Perfect fall weather. Gosh, it's hard to believe. It feels like yesterday we were sitting in Corbin, Kentucky on that first game of the season. Here we are, week 7.
It's hard to believe, isn't it?
Opened up with a 42-20 loss. Came back to beat Monrovia. I think that was a key win for the Miners, 34-19, but then ran into Kettering Archbishop Alter, 35-0. 1-2 at that point, but as I've mentioned before, the Miners were still ranked at 1-2 in Class 2A. That's a testament that people realize the kind of talent they're playing. Since then, Paul Oliver, quarterback, 42-28 over Sullivan, 46-14 over Boonville, and 38-20 over previously unbeaten #1 ranked 1A North Decatur Chargers. So the Miners are playing real well, on a roll right now.
And I see right now the Warriors are taking the field, however, not yet run onto the field, so we'll certainly be here for that tonight. And we certainly welcome all of you aboard the Linton-Stockton Miners, yet no sight of them. We're still waiting to hear or to see the Miners show up today. Not a big contingent across the way, Big D, which maybe means we get a big contingent with us.
Yeah,
tonight.
I think so. Maybe folks are waiting to the last minute. It's really a picturesque location. Come down the hill. It's just really it really is a postcard. Look out there, the trees, and I could see a Rockefeller painting.
I love these old bowl designs where it's down in and you walk straight over and all of a sudden you're at the top of the stands looking down.
And you want to know the best thing about the design of this stadium?
What's that?
The sun is way over there.
Yes, it's not in your eyes.
Not
let's look. The Warriors have taken the field.
They're in all black tonight, black helmets. They usually have a Warrior on the side, a headdress. I think it's on there.
Now, Heather, help me out. Is Aaron Lynn's dad still announcing here?
I assume so. I do not know that for a
but
fact.
he's done it for years.
Been there a long time.
The Linton-Stockton Miners taking the field.
I should have started singing Enter Sandman just to kind of get that going there. I wouldn't know my game, or I would have been all in.
Good feeling. The band's playing, the players loosening up, cheerleaders doing their duty. We're just about ready for football. Again, a reminder, about 81 degrees, winds out of the south-southwest at about 3 miles an hour, gusts up to 8, and we're about ready for high school football on a Saturday night. Is there any better place to be on a Friday night?
I don't believe so.
Maybe home in front of your TV set, but I'm telling you,
no
you're
way.
missing out.
No
You're
way.
missing out.
We're
Heather?
going to take a quick 15-second timeout. This is a live stream production of Rader Media Sports.
Whether it's the classroom, the field, the stage, or the court, it's time for another production of Rader Media Sports, home of the Miners, on the Champions Network of the IHSAA.
Welcome back to Rader Media Sports. A quick reminder, our scoreboard tonight is sponsored by Linton Cycle Sales. Linton Cycle Sales is Southern Indiana's most preferred power sports dealer since 1973 and have been proudly serving our community for the last 50 years. Dane and his staff offer sales, service, and parts, so come see them for the best deals in the area. And we are broadcasting from the Walton Funeral Service press box here, so remember, they are your lamp of hope when you need them most. And this first quarter is sponsored by Key Associates of Linton. Allie Walton Jackson, Mary Beth Geralds, and Audrey Sparks are there for you every step of the way. Kevin?
Big D, help us out. The captains are on the 50-yard line.
We got Corbin Jones, so that answers my question. That's a heck of an athlete for the Warriors. He's going to be out there along with 56 Trent Richards. 2 singers are the captains for the Miners. Paul Oliver, Cooper Smith, Jimmy Wright, and I'm sure that's Corey Andrews out there as well. Like Kevin, it always gets me. We say it every week, but when I look over there and see Coach Oliver and Paul embrace and all the guys take knees, it just always kind of gives me a little bit of tingles.
They're meeting right on the logo and I almost said center field, but I guess that's what it is. It's a 50-yard line. We're waiting here as the referees are introducing themselves and get ready for the coin toss to see what's going to happen with the Miners here and with the Warriors, as a matter of fact. Just waiting for that. Looks like they're getting ready to flip a coin. They've got it. See what it is, Big D. Still no signal.
Well, we know if the Linton wins it, they're going to take the ball. That's kind of Coach Oliver's M.O. North Knox is won it, and they're going to defer. What you normally see is when the Miners going to get the ball anyway.
So the Miners will get the football, and we'll be moving from right to left on your, if you're listening on your, what do you say? You don't say radio anymore, do you?
No, you don't.
Live stream production is the official
But that's
term.
the picture. I'm thinking if they're just listening to audio, I guess.
Play-by-play.
All right.
your phone, your TV, your computer.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I guess computer maybe is the way I probably
We'd like
should
to
have
welcome
said.
once again Bart Haynes checking in from Cheyenne, Wyoming, and he said minor pride. Rita and Larry Smith watching from home say appreciate all you do, and we do appreciate you checking in each and every week.
Cheyenne, Wyoming. I have memories of frontier days out at Cheyenne, Wyoming. Spent about a year out there in television land.
I'll bet you nobody out in Wyoming ever heard of the Linton Miners but that guy.
We're getting ready to tee it up here. Number 13, Tyler Clark, it looks like, is the man who will be teeing it up. Again, there's some discussion with the referee out there. But let's see who's back there now for the Miners. It's number 4. Ren Cottingham is the deep back.
Andrews, probably Stevens.
And number 21, Colton Andrews, right. And number 7, Oliver Stevens. Big D's got them all right. Let's see if they kick it deep or if they decide to kick it short to one of the up backs and try for a quick turnover. I'm always surprised sometimes that somebody doesn't try that on that opening kick.
Yeah, right down here to some young guys.
Tyler Clark approaches the football, and we're underway. He's going to kick it deep. It's going to be taken inside the 20 by number 7, Oliver Stevens. He weaves his way to the right across the 25, and he stood up at about the 27. 1st and 10, Linton-Stockton Miners.
Yeah, you take that. The ball looked like it might go out of bounds, but he didn't want to take a chance. He's had that happen once before. Miners are going to have it. Looks like at the 26.
Oh, is it the 26?
Looks like
That'd be all right. Well, he's doing a little dance with the football, but then I think he's got it down. Let's see. See what they're saying there. They're calling it the 27-yard line on the scoreboard, Big D, so we're going to gang up on you.
It sure looks like the 26 to
I
me.
think you're right. Going wide to the right is number 7, Oliver Stevens. Again, wingbacks, as always, left and right. One running back in the sidecar, and Paul Oliver's the quarterback, yet it is Tate Gamble. Oliver's going to follow him to the 30, across the 30, out to about, maybe the 32. He was first hit, Big D, at about the 28 and just carried some people with him.
Well, we've seen that happen a couple times this year. You're not going to get the 6'4" Oliver, and he gets up a little bit slower. Not sure how many we got hit. Like you said, the initial line took about 4 to get him down.
Yeah, it looks like he's holding that arm a little gingerly in the right arm.
He's had that shoulder injury since last year.
Miners break the huddle, wide receiver to the right. The ball is in between the hash marks. They're going to give to number 44, and powering his way forward is Tate Gamble. I'm telling you, he could have driven a truck through the hole he had in the front line. He's across the 40, out to about the 42. That'll be a 1st down and 10 Miners.
Safety Van Meter really saves the touchdown. We've seen Gamble has more of a burst necessary than Sparks, more physical, but between the two of them, and I got to feel that Tate's looking to have a good game tonight.
It looked like he was about to kick in that gear, but he just didn't quite have the chance to break free. Again, the ball between the hash marks at the 42, 1st and 10, man in motion. That's Goodman going across the 40, takes the handoff across the 45. He's out to about the 47. Miners getting about 5-6 yards a clip.
This is what they've been doing. They've had great drives the last several games. Jones is going to wrap him up, bring him down. Meticulous running, not trying to just cut through the hole. He's kind of picking his way, looking to make that cut back.
They break the huddle. Football at about the 47, 2nd down, and they're saying about 4. Got a pitch here coming across to the near side is Ren Cottingham. He's pushed out of bounds. He crossed midfield. He's in Warrior territory, I believe, or is he? No. It's going to be right at the 50.
Right at the midfield line. Cottingham, another guy who had a big game against Sullivan. Didn't play as much on the offensive side. Has played the defense, started. So he's a guy that we saw had a 55-some-odd yard touchdown run called back because of a hold.
It's our first 3rd down here of the night for the Miners. Looks like they've got about 1.
That's 2 down territory for Linton, I'm sure.
3rd and 1 with the ball at the 50. Oliver. One running back in the sidecar. He's going to follow him. No, he's going to cut to the outside across the 40. Down inside Warrior territory at about the 38.
Again, just meticulous running. Kind of tried to fake out and actually succeeded. Got outside. Van Meter again saves possibly another long touchdown run. Was there any doubt that Paul was going to get that ball?
I really thought Goodman was going to cut it up inside, but he made the wise decision to go to the outside, and it proved to be a good move.
Gain of 10.
Football right in the center of the field. Oliver again with one running back behind him is giving it to Tate Gamble straight ahead. And he made a nice fake to the wingback coming across, but it was Gamble on the dive play, and he's out to about the 37.
Linebacker Bilski, leading tackler, is going to bring him down.
Clock running, and the Miners in their first possession of the night, and they're getting very close to the Stanger Homes red zone. Oliver Stevens wide to the right. Working from the far hash mark, man in motion. That's Goodman. They're going to give now the counter coming the other way. Oh. I believe that's Tate Gamble inside the
Cottingham.
Thank you. Ren Cottingham inside the 35, down to about the 33.
Looked like he was hesitant about staying outside or trying to cut inside, and just got tripped up by Bilski, or he might have been. And there was a pretty good size hole, 3rd and short for the Miners.
Football in between the hash marks now. Again, number 7, Stevens, wide to the right. One running back, 2 wingbacks. Goodman, the wingback left in motion. He's going to set up shop in the slot on the right-hand side. Oliver waiting for the count. He's going to follow Tate Gamble, and he hits traffic at the 30, but he falls forward.
All right.
Looks like it'll be about the 28.
Yeah, again, it looked like he was stopped by Jones and Connor Celeste, and he kind of spun, got down onto the 29-yard line. I want to mention when Sparks is lined up as a tight end, so we still are running the offense with a tight end as well.
And don't be surprised if they have a play with him carrying the football out of that tight end position.
It's a very good point.
Because, boy, Sparks can carry the mail. Stevens wide to the right. Goodman in motion to the right. Ooh. The ball rolls to the quarterback. Oliver picks it up. He's across the 25, the 20. He's in the Stanger Homes red zone at about the 18.
Almost a disastrous play, and that's the kind of thing we got to watch for, because it's a first time really in quite some time.
Who is that at center?
Jimmy Wright is at
Jimmy
center.
K.
Bounce it back. And a great job, Oliver Stevens. The receiver was out there. Could have maybe tried to put a block on Van Meter, but it would have been a flag. It would have been behind his back, and he didn't do it. So a nice game.
Well, it was a baseball pickup by the shortstop, quarterback Paul Oliver. That ball was just rolling right toward him. Man in motion. Fake the pitch. Go with the counter. Goodman on the opposite direction. Down near the 10. I think he's going to be down officially at about the 11.
An outstanding open field tackle. It's hard to get some of these numbers.
Those defensive numbers, yes.
Okay.
I'm the one who
I do it too.
I'll clean that up. Coming out, Oliver Stevens wide to the left, working on the far hash mark. Going to give to Tate Gamble straight ahead. He's just powering his way down to about the 5. Should be, I believe, a first down.
Yes, indeed. Straight up the middle of the field to the 5-yard line. This whole drive has been running plays.
Stevens wide to the left, again, working on the far hash mark. Stevens on the wide side of the football field. Oliver just off tackle to the left. They kind of felt that was coming. They were able to stand him up. Looks like he's inside the 5. Let's see where they're going to put him down. At about the, 2?
Yeah.
Or no, did they just say the 4? No, it's at the 2.
Yeah.
Or ball on the 1.
That looks like the 1 to me. I mean, they had it
Oliver
stopped
from the gun, straight ahead. He's just going to go in, standing up. Miners strike first. 6 minutes and 37 seconds to go, and they get the hometown veterinary touchdown to bolt out to a 6-0 advantage.
Yeah, just running the ball straight up until you can stop it. That's a 13 plays, 74 yards, 5:23 on the clock for the Miners.
Miners huddling up now at about the just outside the 10. They'll be going for 2. I thought they might try to kick tonight, but not so far. But am I seeing what I'm seeing? Shaylee Killian is in on the left-hand side at a tight end. They're going to roll that way.
She's going to catch it.
Shaylee's wide open.
They're going to call a flag.
They did? Shaylee, we saw her line up at the left side tight end slot. She has had some problems with a knee, but she got the extra point there. But what was the call?
It was a procedure call, and it probably was the way they were lined up. It was completely different. But that was awesome, and now you won't be able to do it again.
Shaylee would have had her first points of the year.
They can't. They're going to watch that now.
She's still there now on the left side, but they're going to watch her now.
Montgomery is
wingbacks left and right. Oliver.
Oh, I thought he was going to throw it.
Roll it. No, he hands it off.
Yeah.
That's Goodman going off the right-hand side, but they were able to cut him off. But that time they did have someone guarding Shaylee Killian. So the 2-point conversion, no good. But it is 6-0 Miners with 6:37 to play here in this first quarter. This is Raider Media Sports.
Crane Credit Union supports area schools and wants to help every student do their very best. With youth and teen accounts, students can earn $5 for every A on their semester report cards. For more information, visit your local Crane Credit Union branch or find out more at cranecu.org. Katie Marie Photography is located in Duggar, Indiana, and specializes in newborns and littles. You can find her page on Facebook for more information at Katie Marie Photography. Let your Indiana Farm Bureau insurance agent, Jathan Wright, help you think about insurance. Stop by the office, submit your information online, or give him a call at 812-798-2615. And Fish Monuments is located at 289 A Street Northeast in Linton. They will meet with you to design your special cemetery monument. So whether you're pre-planning or have experienced the death of a loved one, contact Fish Monuments in Linton or reach out to them by phone at 930-236-3002 today. Kevin.
So then the Linton Cycle Sales scoreboard, 6-0 Miners, 6:37 to go in the first quarter. I feel like Shaylee was robbed.
Oh, yeah.
There's the boot.
Nice bounce.
It's going to bounce to about the 15, picked up there at about the 25, the 30, and we'll catch a number here as they rise and shine after being put down, and I can't read that number, Big D.
Number 9 is going to be who that is.
Number 9, that is Reed Van Meter.
Looked like Harrison James was in on the stop. Somebody else was out there as well.
So the Warriors will come out at quarterback. The sophomore, 6 foot, 155-pound Cooper Lemberg. We'll kind of see here who will be behind him because there was some shifting of lineup tonight. He'll be back there with one running back in the sidecar off to the left, and I can't get a number on him.
I think it's number 40.
Number 40 would be Reed Meeks, the freshman. So a sophomore and a freshman in the backfield. Lemberg going to fake the handoff, throw it out here in the
that was to Clark, number 13.
Yeah, out there in the flat, and the ball never got to him. It just rolled. But Lemberg wanted to let go of that quick. It looked like he was under pressure.
Yeah, the Miners brought a ton of pressure last week and the week before. That's kind of been the MO, and it's worked. I noticed on the film a lot, North Knox will throw that ball out, try to do that one-on-one out there, that screen play.
Again, we got a man in motion. Lemberg's going to hand it off, is trying to get around the side, and Goodman says no way. He spins down. Is that number 13?
Clark.
Tyler Clark didn't have a chance. He tried to get to the outside. Goodman would have none of it.
Try to extend that field, to try to the tide of the Miners coming up front. That's a big loss back to the 28.
You know, early in the year, I know that game, a couple of those games at Ohio, Kentucky, the speed at which those teams played, they'd get to the outside, and I think some people would watch that film and say, well, they're vulnerable, but we have not seen speed like that since.
And we have seen it, so we know how to take better angles.
Quarterback Lemberg back to pass. Again, he's got a little time. He's got a man out there, and he stretches out at the 40, just over his fingertips, a fully extended wide receiver who, golly, I'm having a Dickens of a time.
It's hard to see it. Clark was
Tyler Clark gave it a valiant effort with the dive play to try to pull that in.
Yeah.
Just shade overthrown.
And that was there. I mean, the ball was well thrown, just a couple of yards shy, but North Knox will remember that because that could have been a big play.
I think that was one of those plays where Lemberg actually threw him open because it was pretty tight coverage when he let go of the football. But there's the snap. The kick is underway. It's going to hit at midfield and roll and continue. The Miners will get out of the way. It's inside the 30, be down to about the 29. 1st and 10, Miners. It's still 6-0 on the Linton-Stockton Cycle Sales scoreboard. This is Raider Media Sports.
Team Ortho is home to board-certified foot and ankle surgeon Dr. Matthew Parmenter, who has more than 35 years of experience treating patients across southern Indiana. For more information, call Team Ortho at 812-847-3381. Our family caring for yours. And on the Linton Cycle Sales scoreboard, it's 6-0 Linton.
So the Miners break the huddle. Paul Oliver brings them out. Going to hand off straight ahead. Getting busting into the open there is number 44, Tate Gamble.
Yeah.
And again, he had some room to roam in there, Big D, but just not an opening to show that speed.
Yeah, he made a couple of juke moves. Hats off again to number 5, Van Meter. He probably saved yet another touchdown. Bilski caught up to him, but really was a nice tackle by Van Meter.
So the Miners come out. The football on the near hash mark to the left, short side of the field. Nobody's there. We have we have the wingbacks both left and right. And Goodman, the wingback left, is in motion, takes the pitch. He's at the 35, the 40, flags down, 50. Still steamrolling at about the 44 when he's tackled, but there's a flag back at the 35.
Flag kind of came behind the play. Going to be a hold on the Miners. The Miners have had a little problem with holding penalties the last couple of weeks.
27.
So that could be, a chance for North Knox defense to kind of get on top of the situation. 10-yard penalty goes back to the 29. That was a big play.
So that puts the ball at about the 29 and makes it now second down at about 20. Still first down, right. Fakes the pitch, counter play, coming the other way, the 30, the 35, out to about the 38. So the Miners get almost 10 yards out of that, probably more like 9. It was a nice running play by Ren Cottingham.
Yeah, I really like Ren. As a sophomore, he stepped into that spot. And I feel like he's so close to just busting one free.
Yeah, there's another one with speed that we keep thinking. And, of course, he has, but he got one called back. We were wide to the left, man in motion coming to the near side. That is Ren Cottingham, and we've got a flag already in the middle of the defensive line, but also maybe something about a shift here on the outside. Let's see.
Yeah. Let me get us for procedure. I guess they announced it, so that's a false start.
Yep, false start on the Miners. Boy, they started out 1st and 20, and now they're back with 2nd down and 11. Ball now at the 38.
Well, it's actually 16 now. It was 11.
Oh, okay. They update that scoreboard. I guess I call that over too quickly, don't I? Two wide receivers to the left, one wide, one in the slot. Both working on the wide side of the football field. Oliver have none of it. He'll tuck it straight ahead and run over people literally at the 45 before he tumbles down at about the 46.
Yeah, it really looks like he's going down, and then he breaks free. Bilski hung on just enough. You're going to have to wrap up if you want to get Paul down.
Sometimes you see those really good runners. Well, they'll seem like they're stopping.
Yeah.
And people will kind of relax a little bit, and then all of a sudden there's this bolt of energy, and they're gone.
That is exactly correct. And now you've went from a 1st and 20 to a 3rd and 3.
Ren Cottingham in the slot left. Stevens wide left. Oliver dropping back. He's going to throw it out here in the flat to number 4, Cottingham. He's got to make his man miss. He does. And then he bowls over a defender at about the 44.
Clark was going to make that tackle, but he juked out the front man, Van Meter, who's been making all sorts of great tackles. He looked deep, had a safety valve. We haven't seen this play all year to Cottingham, who had all sorts of room out there, easy to get that first down.
That's one of those where the player has to make the play. Exactly. You got to make your man miss, and he did. First down and 10. Football wrestling at the 43. Again, working at the near hash mark. Wide receiver Stevens, wide to the right. Tate Gamble looks like he's still at setback. Man in motion, Goodman. They're going to give to
nice.
Goodman. He's going to go around the right. He's inside the 30. Tumbles down at about the 25. Another first down for the Linton-Stockton Miners.
And a tremendous shield block out there by Stevens. He got around Jones, and then he was free, but Stevens made the key block and spelled him. And again, Van Meter, number 5. Let me see how many that is for him. That's 5 tackles already. Saves the touchdown. Ball at the 25.
First down and 10. Working at the far hash mark now. The wide receiver is wide, but that's to the short side. That's where Oliver's going to look. He's got a man open, but too much action over there, and now they're going to spin him down for a huge loss of about 10 yards back at the 35.
Boy, that was number 4, Elkins, that came out of there and made that play. But, boy, Stevens had made a cut and was open inside the 10-yard line.
And also, had Elkins not made that play, Oliver would have scored because there was nobody back at the left side of the football field. But he made the wise play, trailed the quarterback, and made the huge 10-yard loss.
And it goes back to the 32. Not very many sacks of Oliver this year.
Run Cottingham. Wide to the right. He's in motion. They're going to give to Goodman on the counter. He's
block.
at the 30, 25, still pushing his way forward. Let's see. You can't tell exactly where he may have stepped out of bounds over there.
He's got the first down. That stop was made. I'm going to get this kid's number. It's the last thing I do.
25.
25.
That is a replay courtesy of Greene County Vision Center.
So it's third down and about 6 or 7. Let's say third down 7.
For Adams was on that stop. Great block downfield by Tyler Franklin on that as well.
Tate Gamble gets it. Runs right up the middle. It's got an opening. He's trying to make people miss, and he powers his way inside the 10, very near the 5-yard line. We are once again, the Miners are in the Stanger Homes red zone.
Yeah, I mean, he just kind of picks and nibs a little to the left, a little to the right. And
we're seeing a little more shoulder from him and these little shiftiness that, along with power, Oliver going to give it to Goodman. He's going to go right up the middle again, and he's still falling forward, and I think he makes it all the way. So it's about a 7-yard touchdown jaunt by Russell Goodman.
And that touchdown is courtesy of Hometown Veterinary.
Miners will be going for 2 here, and that makes it now 12-0 with 1:37 remaining here in this first quarter. Shaylee Killian is back in, by the way, at that left tight end slot. We'll see. Oliver fakes no. Gives to his Goodman on the halfback pass, and Goodman throws it for the 2-point conversion.
I thought they were setting that up last time. It's
Holy smokes. And who pulled that in?
18 for the Miners is going to make that catch. That is Ivan
Montgomery. All 6'4", 175 pounds. Pulled that conversion in, and that puts the Miners up to a 14-0 score on the Linton Cycle Sales scoreboard. This is Raider Media Sports.
Violet & Company invites you to fall into October at their downtown location. Every purchase you make this month enters you into a drawing for a free bog bag with accessories. A winner will be drawn on Halloween, so find Violet & Company on Facebook today. Also, life moves fast. Car rides, chaos, and cuddles, but protecting your family with life insurance, that's worth slowing down for. Call Alicia Cornelius at Indiana Farm Bureau because love plans ahead. Reach her at 812-582-8941. Kevin?
So the Miners getting ready to tee this up with a 14-0 advantage early here as we're close to concluding here this first quarter, 1:37 remaining. Let's see who's back for the Warriors. It's hard because when they're standing sideways like that, you can't see a number.
Yeah, the numbers on the front are harder to read.
There's the boot.
Nice kick.
It's going to go deep. It's going to be caught at about the 10, the 15, running to the near side, 20. A head-on collision there, and finally pushed out of bounds. And let's see, it looks like that is number 10.
Oh, the 40 it is.
Is it 40?
Yeah.
That is Reed Meeks, the freshman, 5'6", 150-pounder, returning that kickoff.
Yeah, he come right down the field, and he ran right into Dalton Reed, who didn't give an inch and pushed him out of bounds at about looks like the 24-yard line.
So now running out with a play is Cooper Lemberg. Boy, they say he's 6 foot, but when you see him out in the field, he looks taller than that to me.
That's the 21-yard line.
Rangy.
Want to say hello to Wayne and Kathy Elliott watching from home and says go Miners, along with Steve and Janet Wade watching from home, go Miners, and Candace Tatlock says watching from home tonight with a double ear infection. I feel your pain. I just got over that just like a week ago. But Mike and Ashlyn and my mom are watching in the stands. Thankful for your broadcast so I can sit at home and still watch son Stevie. So thank you for checking in tonight.
Wayne Elliott, were you number 74, Wayne? If I'm showing my age there by knowing that, or maybe knowing that, could be wrong.
Still waiting here.
Not sure what they're doing.
I also want to say hello to Grandma Karen, who is watching from the campground with her sisters. And Papa Bill is watching on the deck. Hopefully you're hooked up. If you're not, please text me and I'll walk you through it. Lisa McKee says, watching, go Miners. Lisa Duckworth Ball says, go Miners.
I'm really confused as to what they're doing. Nobody seems to be.
I think we can read a couple more ads.
And on YouTube, we want to say hello to Jennifer Kincaid, Good Luck Miners, as well as Martha Smith says, watching from home, go number 15. Looks like there might be a timeout here on the field, so
you'd think it might be a water break, but they're not needing that.
Let's do here a couple more ads.
Oh, they're coming back.
Harvest season is coming near. Give Audrey Sparks at Richard Brown Insurance a call to make sure your farm and farm equipment are properly protected. And if you're in an accident and need a lift, Skinner's Towing Service is your reliable, fast, and friendly people you can depend on 24/7. Call them at 812-699-0743 for locally owned, affordable service.
160 to -5.
Lemberg brings him out, hands off, no room in the end there. Nope. Did he keep it? No, he just faking to the outside.
They're going to give the ball to Linton.
Are they really?
Yeah, big hit by Wright, and unfortunately, Meeks getting up slow. But that official was pointing to Miner's direction.
I don't think so, Big D. What? Oh, they are.
They are, yeah.
Well, that's a fumble play you've never seen. You couldn't see the ball. I didn't even know where it was.
It looked like Wright knocked it out, and Paul Oliver got it. His knee must have touched the ground.
And they are adding some time back on the clock, back to 1:09.
Well, I don't know what that was all about there when they took a little siesta there for a minute. But as Big D calls it, the ball is inside the Stanger Homes red zone at the 19, first down and 10, Linton-Stockton. Back to throw. He's got a man out there. A little interference, a little bump there, but nothing called.
Yeah.
The pass incomplete, intended for number 21, Colton Andrews, the freshman, 6'3", 175-pounder out there. Looked like he had turned to position himself for the ball when he got bumped, but the referee said it was immaterial.
Yeah, maybe the ball not catchable, but I saw them throwing that in the pregame, and we know Colton Andrews is going to be an offensive firepower. It's just a freshman getting some. We're running a double receiver, which we haven't been doing this year.
Coming here is Oliver Stevens to the left, but they're going to pitch to Goodman. He's going to go to the right. He's out at the 20, turns it up, the 15, the 10, the 5. Is he in?
He's in.
Waiting for a signal. I'm not seeing. There it is. We got a touchdown from 19 yards out. Russell Goodman on a pitch to the right-hand side, short side of the field, and he takes it the distance for a hometown veterinary touchdown.
And again, he was hit well, outran the outside backer, and then two Warriors tried to take him down, and he just went right through him.
So the Miners line up here for another two-point try with a 20-0 lead here in this first quarter.
Well, he's looking for her.
He's going to roll out. He's looking there, and he pushes it over to.
She's got it.
Shaylee Killian gets the pass connection from Paul Oliver. And look at, I think they're all running over to her. Oliver's going to go over there,
Shaylee.
high five to Shaylee at about the 15-yard line. 2-point conversion, 22-0. Miners on top, and Shaylee Killian is on the board. That's on the Linton Cycle Sales scoreboard. This is Rader Media Sports.
Brian Carell, formerly of Carell's Gas, wants to thank his customers for over 70 years of continued support for his family and business. You'll see Brian at community events throughout Linton in the future, and his family thanks you for continued support. And he adds, go Miners.
Welcome back to Rader Media Sports, and currently on the Linton Cycle Sales scoreboard, Linton leads North Knox 22-0. Kevin, I'm pretty proud of that. Shaylee Killian is not only a member of the football team, she's one of our minor broadcasting students, and
she does everything.
I know
she does
how
it
much.
well.
I know how much that meant to her.
I don't think we've ever had a girl score a two-point conversion. Now, we had one kick a whole lot of extra points. That might be a first.
We'll have to ask on the post-game show, but there's the boot. It's going to be taken inside the 15 and out to about the 23-yard line. And they help him up there. It looks like that is number 40.
Yeah, that's nice to see.
Reed Meeks again.
I want to say hello to Leah and Kenny Lucas watching from home. Go Miners. And I love seeing when people clip our video. We get notifications of that. And she just said, way to go, Shaylee Killian.
Who said that?
Leah Lucas.
So the football out of the 23. And, I think who got the biggest kick out of that was Paul Oliver.
I think so, yeah.
He just ran right over and found her and high-fived.
I think he was determined to get her the ball. Little confusion for the Miners defensively. Got to take a timeout.
Lemberg couldn't get the snap off, but, boy, the Miners were having some trouble setting up defensively. Timeout on the field. There's 48 ticks remaining in the first quarter. It's 22-0 Miners on the Linton Cycle Sales scoreboard.
Is your roof ready for the next storm? Whether it's a leak or replacement or a brand new look, Bumpkin Valley Roofing has you covered. For 13 years, they've been the trusted name in residential and commercial roofing in southern Indiana. They offer membrane, shingles, and all metal roofing. So call Coach Sierra Babcock to schedule your free estimate today at 812-227-0818. And Linton Sporting Goods is your local one-stop equipment shop for all things sports. Locally owned and operated in the family for over 40 years, they're going to make sure you're ready for the start of the season or upgrade throughout any season. Find them on Facebook today.
So the Miners getting set to kick off. What did you notice on that drive after the turnover?
Well, you do what you're supposed to do, and that's take advantage of that turnover. Again, they've had chances to get these guys down, but I think the Miners, are a lot more physical running the ball than North Knox has seen.
Lemberg waits the snap, sets up at the 15, has a little bit of time. Now it runs out, and Goodman puts him down at about the 14.
And really, Jimmy Wright's the one that came up there and pushed him out of that pocket right into the face of Goodman, who made the tackle.
It looked like Lemberg had a little bit of time, but I'm not sure anybody was open.
No, I think, they were looking for that deep pass down the middle like they had a little bit of opening to last time. That you're really looking at the drawing board as to what you can and can't do.
Working from the near hash mark, one wide receiver wide to the left, one running back behind with Lemberg in the sidecar. Taking plenty of time to wait and call this play. How much time's left? Nope, maybe they're not going to snap it at all. 2, 1. Jet it off just in time. Lemberg has got the ball. You got a man open over there, and it's intercepted.
Oliver Stevens.
Number 7, Oliver Stevens, skied and took that ball literally away from the wide receiver. It was almost like a basketball play. He went up to get the rebound, but it was just a straight quarterback pass by Lemberg. First down and 10 Miners in quarter number 2 when we return. That's the end of the first quarter. This is Rader Media Sports.
Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Welcome back to Rader Media Sports. This second quarter is sponsored by Key Associates of Linton. And just a quick check-in here on Facebook. We want to say hello to Kendra Landis and to Bailey, who is rooting for number 61. People are saying they can't comment on our Facebook posts, but we are getting a number of comments that are coming in, so please keep trying, and we will give you a shout-out on tonight's broadcast. We also want to say hello to Joe East, Joe and Cheryl watching from home, Go Miners, as well as Chris Spink says, way to go Miners, watching from home again tonight.
This second quarter brought to you by Key Associates of Linton as we continue to broadcast from the Walton Funeral Service press box. We've got a ball going over to the left. Great speed there by Stevens, and no one's going to touch him. Boy. Paul Oliver holds up the number 1 sign as Oliver Stevens goes the distance from about 33 yards out.
It's always tough to say. It's Paul Oliver Stevens. Paul Oliver Stevens on that play. And I was just about to say 179 to -12 is the total offense in that first quarter.
That touchdown is sponsored by Hometown Veterinary.
Oh, we're going to kick this one. Who is the kicker? It looks like that is number 30.
Oh, that's Miller. Just eligible this week.
The snap, the placement of the ball, the
That's
boot.
who that was warming up.
Was it good?
Yes, right down the pipe.
So, number 35, and I don't have a 35 on my roster.
It's Dusty Miller's son.
Luke.
Luke, he just came out and had to put in the time, and now he's put that one right through, and that kind of gives you a jolt a little bit.
A 29-0 score, 11:50 to play here in quarter number 2. This is Rader Media Sports.
Autumn Trace of Greene County is the perfect setting for seniors to call home. Seniors can live as independently as they wish while enjoying as much supportive care as they may request in their daily lives from the 24-hour care staff. Call Jessica at 812-699-4464 to find out why so many have already picked Autumn Trace as their choice to age in place. And also, the grill is open 7 days a week with a large menu featuring daily specials. Dine in or carry out for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Located in downtown Linton, this family-owned business has something for everyone. Kevin?
Tyler Clark is one of the deep backs here at the 20-yard line for the Warriors. Right now, we're teeing the football up at the 40. The Miners have jumped out to a 29-0 score. Getting ready to kick off here is number 80, R.J. Wilson, who's kind of, as Big D pointed out in the pregame, has kind of taken over this chore from Russell Goodman.
Goodman was doing fine, but it gives him a chance to sit. Nice kick.
There's the boot. He's going to wait on it and take it inside the 15, at the 20, the 25. Makes one man miss, the 30, and that's going to do it at about the 34.
Bruising
Great
hit.
return. You're right. Ends with a bruising hit, but it looks like number 40, Reed Meeks again, was the man returning that kick.
Chip Haynes and I believe Crines as well. Those two guys, special teams gurus on that tackle. Out to the 34.
Lemberg gets the call at the sideline and runs out. You got number 4, Elkins, and number 13, Tyler Clark, wide to the right. That's the wide side of the football field. The Warriors operating from the near hash mark. One setback. Lemberg calls his count. Hands it off. It looks like there was a little movement before the snap.
Well, it just makes things a little tougher back to the 28. And really, I mean, all you can really do at this point when you find yourself in this position is you just got to play one play at a time, try to get anything positive to happen. Franklin Breadaway Sparks are the up guys on the line.
Lemberg again from the gun, standing at about just inside the 25. Fakes the handoff, throws on a slant pattern across the middle. He's got his man, Tyler Clark. He's at the 30, the 20, the 10. Clark will go the distance.
And if that looked
50, 65, 66 yards.
If that looked familiar, that's exactly the play we saw Boonville score on. Just a quick slant in, and the safety wasn't able to get there, missed the tackle, and he's gone. A lot of speed. And that
he made one man miss there somewhere.
Kind of took a wrong angle on that, and now you got North Knox, gives them something to cheer about. A great play.
That was another hometown veterinary touchdown, and the longest one of the night. 29-6, Miners on top, but the Warriors here to try and get an extra point. Looks like Doug Mason is the man, number 33, I think, kicking that extra point. Let's see.
Oh, it's Mackey, number 32.
Mackey, 32 with the extra point. So it makes it 28-7, Miners on top at lightning strikes for the Warriors.
Scores 29-7 on the Linton Cycle Sales scoreboard, and we're going to go to a quick timeout. We'll be back in just a moment. This is a production of Rader Media Sports.
Need quality hardwood mulch, compost, tree removal, or stump grinding? Contact CAS Contracting, DBA Kramer's Tree Service, who has been locally owned for over 30 years. They also specialize in land clearing and development. If it's an outside job, call 812-847-7221. Life moves fast, car rides, chaos, and cuddles. But protecting your family with life insurance? That's worth slowing down for. Call Alicia Cornelius at Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance because love plans ahead. 812-582-8941. See, Ren Cottingham is deep, and I believe he's joined back there by Oliver Stevens and also Colton Andrews. We'll see who will get this kick. It's teed up on the near hash mark on the 40. Boot is underway, and we will take it. Number 21, Colton Andrews, across the 25, cuts back the 30, and makes one man miss. 40 goes around, and they're going to say his knee was down. I wasn't sure that it was,
I think
but the referee had a better angle than I did.
I think the North Knox coach is the one that called that.
So, first down and 10 for the Miners. Let's see where they're finally put the ball down.
Got to find some power.
37-yard line.
Is this power back here? I thought it was plugged in, but the thing must not be on.
First down and 10. Miners come out. Paul Oliver at quarterback. With him right now is Aiden Sparks on the left side. Man in motion. They're going to pitch to him. That's Cottingham at the 30, the 35, the 40, 45, the 50, the 45, the 40, before he's spun out of bounds, but they're going to say he stepped out at midfield. First down and 10 Miners at the 50.
He just can't catch a break every time I think he's going to. But I mean, it's good carry out to the 50-yard line. Just stepped out of bounds. He's 4 carries for 29 yards.
Paul Oliver. Man in motion. Again, they're going to pitch to him. That's Cottingham again. 45-40, and now out of bounds at about where? I would say he went out of bounds right about the 35, but I'm not sure. You got to wait for the spot of the ball. Looks like it's going to be at about the 38.
Yeah, it looked like he was just about to break through.
You're right, Big D. More like the 37. Miners moving the ball again after lightning struck when the Warriors.
Yeah, we had 2 touchdowns in about 30 seconds.
And the counter coming back the other way, watching the blockers. Cutting inside is number 5, Dalton Reed. He's inside the 30 before he's put down at about the 27.
So we're getting some questions as to why they cannot comment on our Facebook Live. I just did a test, and it worked well with us from our personal account. So please keep trying. Maybe do a refresh on your Facebook feed and try again, please, and we will catch up with those messages in our inbox.
Sparks a setback, but nope, they're going to give it to Cottingham again. Good block over there. He's inside the 20, down to around inside the 10 before they finally bring him down. Boy, they want Ren Cottingham to get in the end zone. Is that 3 straight carries?
Yeah, he's a little gassed. Reed had a carry as well, but every time he gets it, his arms get flailing. He's down at the 9-yard line.
And we are in the Stanger Homes red zone. First down and goal at the 9. Oliver.
Going
to hand off again. Ren Cottingham off the left-hand side. And
he's in.
There it is. Touchdown from about 9 yards out. Ren Cottingham deserved it from the 50-yard line on. It was all number 4.
And I believe that's his first touchdown of the year.
And that is a hometown veterinary touchdown.
So the Miners will line up for another extra point. And again, it's number 35. Did you say Dusty Miller?
Luke Miller. That's
Luke Miller.
Dusty is his father.
Again, is not on the roster, so. Luke will tee it up at about the 10. The holder here will be number 10, Drake Netherland. Oops, now we've got a timeout.
Yeah.
We do. We have a timeout for some reason on the field with 10:14 to play in the first half. It is Miners 35 and the Warriors 7 on the Linton Cycle Sales scoreboard.
Looking for compost, quality hardwood mulch? How about a tree removed or a stump grinded? Contact CAS Contracting DBA Kramer's Tree Service, who's been locally owned for over 30 years. They also specialize in land clearing and development. So if it's an outside job, call them at 812-847-7221. Kevin?
So much scoring, I can't hardly keep up with it.
You know, I know the temperature at kickoff was about 81. It still feels like it's pretty warm out here tonight, at least in the press box. We were getting a little slight breeze up here, but I don't think that's coming anymore.
79 degrees.
There's the hold by Netherlands. The kick is up and good.
Well, he looks like he can kick the ball. No, they're going to say,
they say no good?
To the right.
Oh, I thought that went right through. So it was kick is no good. It's still 35-7 Miners with 10:13 to play in this first half. This is Raider Media Sports. Your windows tinted by a professionally trained staff. English Off-Road near Bloomfield offers regular and ceramic window tinting for cars, trucks, equipment, and recreational vehicles. Call 812-384-5060 or check out their photos on Facebook today. In an accident and need a lift? Skinner's Towing Service is your reliable, fast, and friendly service you can depend on 24/7. Call 812-699-0743 for locally owned, affordable service.
Welcome back to Raider Media Sports. We want to say hello to, says Grim Reaper on our YouTube handle. Go Miners watching from home. Go Oliver Stevens. And Mac Mommy says, go Miners.
The ball being teed up by the Miners. Warriors getting ready to receive here. Tyler Clark again is one of the deep backs. They're going to kick it. It's going to go deep, though, at about the 10-yard line, the 20, the 30, trying to get to the outside. Well, they do get down to about just past the 30.
Haynes and Colton Andrews.
First down there, I think. See, I'm trying to see who that was carrying that football.
I think it's 40 again.
Reed Meeks again.
Out to the 31-yard line. Trip Haynes, Colton Andrews on that stop.
Lemberg will bring the Warriors out of the huddle. It's a 35-7 score, and Lemberg brings them out. See if they go back to that bread and butter slant over the middle.
Almost figure they have to.
Ball at the 31, working on the near hash mark. Two wide receivers wide to the right. That's the wide side of the football field.
Same scenario.
And it looks like in that slot is Tyler Clark. He could be the man to watch. Lemberg calls his count, working from the gun. Retreats, going to put it up in the air, and it's not the slant pattern. It's a fly pattern down the sideline, incomplete at about the 40 of the Miners. But it just shows the type of arm Lemberg has. That was the throw.
80. He's got to turn around. 81. Walker.
So that makes it second down 10. Again, two wide receivers to the right. Lemberg calling his count. Going to go there.
Same play, yeah.
Well, they're kind of coming around a screen out there.
Yeah, Clark
kind of a wide receiver screen play.
Clark was trying to shield off so Elkins could come across. Nice design play.
Mm-hmm.
He just had to get that ball out of there so quick. It was too high.
Makes it third down and 10 for the Warriors. And, of course, these pass plays are stopping the clock.
Yeah.
And I know you can't have a running clock in the first half, but what is the tally in the second half?
A lead of 35 is the way it is.
Is the way it is. But we're a long way from that at 9:57 here remaining in this first half. Plenty of football to be played here.
See Haynes now lined up at nose tackle.
Two wide receivers to the right. Lemberg again from the gun. Going to throw it out here in the flat. He had a man wide open and overthrew Eli Elkins, who showed his disgust a little bit by flagging his hands up and down. But Lemberg was on his back. He had to get rid of that football.
Trip Haynes, I'm telling you, this kid always seems to get to the quarterback. A good solid hit. Didn't lead with the head, and that's going to mean time to punt for the Warriors.
9:53 to go. First half, fourth down and 10. The Warriors could not get.
Yeah, they just have one first down.
There's the punt.
Off the right side.
It's going to go barely to the 30, over the 30 to about the 20. Boy, how far was that punt?
He just got out to looks like the 32. See if I can.
But the line of scrimmage was like the 32.
The 31, yeah.
So a 1-yard punt?
It could be.
Did I just witness a 1-yard punt?
Yeah, they put it at the 33, so you actually got to witness a 2-yard punt.
Well, I feel better about that.
I want to say hello to Mike and Melody Goodman, who say, let's go Miners. Also to Bailey Sharbo, who says, watching from home, it won't let me comment, but go Tanner number 61. And I'm not sure why the comments are not working because we're able to see it on our end, so keep those coming.
Stevens wide to the right, but they're going to give to number 5, Dalton Reed, coming back on the counter play. And, boy, who was that was lowering the boom on the way out? Looks like number 50. Is it 51?
Yeah, it's Colton Thomas. And
Colton Thomas was just payloading the way.
Connor Celeste as well got out there.
Great move by the offensive line, and it makes it now 2nd down 3. Ball at the 26 of the Warriors. Miners threatening to get in the red zone here.
There's Gamble.
There's you got Tate Gamble going straight ahead, and he's down inside the 5. After the handoff, Oliver faked the pass, and had me faked out for a moment. But as he handed it off to Goodman, going straight ahead, and they are now in.
Yeah, that was
the Stanger Homes red zone.
Tate Gamble just pulling people with him. And he's going to get rewarded.
Handoff's going to give it to Tate again. Leans forward inside the 5, down to about the 4.
I stopped that time by 51 we talked about a minute ago. Thomas. To the 4-yard line.
2nd down at the 4. Going to try to go around the right side. Oliver's going to cut it up and go in standing up from, 4 yards out.
4 yards out.
So the Miners get another hometown veterinary touchdown.
Yeah,
41-7 Miners.
They had 2 Warriors out there. They just the thing is I'm coming away with tonight is the physicality of these Miner running backs. Of course, the line is already physical, but, man, they're just running people over. Here's Miller again.
There's an extra point, but I'm not sure they even got the chance to kick the ball. What happened there?
It went to the left.
Right when I stand up, the frame of the windows are right with the field, and everybody else is sitting down, but I'm standing up, and there I missed that. So we are now at 41-7 with 8:40 to play here in the first half, and I want to remind you certainly to stay tuned for the Inman Realty Group halftime show. It is 41-7. This is Rader Media Sports.
Are you looking for high-speed internet? Give Mike Morin a call at Midwest Satellite in Linton. He offers T-Mobile high-speed internet for $60 a month with debit auto pay. Call Midwest Satellite at 812-847-8848. Call Mike. He will treat you right. And Mayor Preble with the City of Linton encourages you to bookmark and visit the City of Linton website. This is a valuable resource for upcoming meetings, special events, availability to pay your bill online, and see local resources throughout Linton. Visit them at www.cityoflinton.in.gov today. Kevin?
Reed Meeks deep for the Warriors to receive this kickoff. Ball is teed up. R.J. Wilson getting ready to kick this thing off.
He's kicked them all pretty good to about inside the 15-yard line tonight.
R.J. gets his right foot into it. It's going to be taken at about the 15, the 20, the 25, the 30, and right out of bounds. Ridden out of bounds there, but it was number 13, Tyler Clark, ridden out of bounds by number 9, Trenton Crines.
Gets out to the 30, it looks like the 31-yard line. Yeah, you got to remember North Knox is playing without, their leading rusher and their second leading rusher. McCory and Arnold are both not on the field.
Of course, the Miners are missing some people too, but you make a point. I mean, the depth for the Miners is probably less of a problem than the Warriors. Limburg brings them out. Halfback in the sidecar on the right-hand side is going to give it to him, coming back to the left, and he will not get to the 35. Well, no, they might give it to him. Forward progress.
He was met by
Reed Meeks.
Corey Andrews. Kind of quiet right now. Right now, if you're a JV kid for the Miners, you're getting fired up because you figure you're going to see some second half action.
Lemberg standing at the 30-yard line from the gun. Hands off to a wide receiver cutting across. Looks like that's Clark. But I don't know if they're going to keep the clock rolling. I'm not sure. Maybe he got a yard, but I don't think so.
He lost 5 yards back to the 30. Russell Goodman was all over that. Russell with his third tackle of the night. Clark has 2 carries, -10. Trying to use as much clock as they can at 7:22. It's kind of, it's like the game comes to kind of a stop. Harrison James.
9 seconds, 8 seconds on the play clock.
Got him at
5,
safety.
4. Now. Lemberg standing at his own 25. Back to pass. Fakes one way, looks back the other way. He's got a man wide open out here, and he drops it. Coy Van Meter had the opportunity. It was right there. Lemberg looked to his right and then all of a sudden came back to his left, and Van Meter was open.
Yeah.
He had a couple of steps on the Miners, but he bobbled it away.
Yeah, and that's a little alarming. I mean, he looked to his right and then back to his left, so that was not his first read, and Van Meter was he could have been gone for 6. I like the fact that his fellow Warriors come up to him, smack him a little bit, tell him to keep his head up, but boy, that was 6.
4th down and 15. Punter standing at about the inside the 15. There's a quick kick. Gets it away. It's going to bound very close to number 11 for the Miners, Harrison James. I'm not even sure he saw where it hit.
Yeah, and that's usually your return man's got to tell everybody to get away. And he may have done that, but
37-yard line, 1st and 10 Miners.
That'll give Coach Oliver, the coach, something to talk about. That's the passing game now really should be 2 plays.
Well, you figure the Warriors have left a couple of touchdowns on that field.
Oh, the 37-yard line.
Miners prepare to break the huddle. Two wide receivers to the left. Colton Andrews and Aiden Sparks are both out there on the left. But they're going to give to number 5, Dalton Reed. He's at the 50, the 40, the 30. They're going to catch him. They're trying to run him down. 10. Oh, a flag. Couple of flags down now at the 32-yard line.
Saw that coming.
He was well past that when the flags flew.
I don't want to name. I mean, he had a great block first, and then went ahead, hit another guy, and it was 10 yards behind the play, and that's going to cost Dalton a big run. It got inside the 10-yard line. Flags are down at the 30, so Dalton will get some credit for that. But yeah, you don't want to do that.
Want to say hello to Candace Pittman, who says, "Go Miners." Sherry Perkin watching from Richmond, Virginia. Can't comment, but can reply to comments. Well, I'm seeing your comment. And Bob Spears says, "Are you getting my reply, Heather?" Yes, I am. So thank you for that as well. We also want to check in on YouTube. Mike Morin says, watching the Miners live at the Bloomfield Apple Festival. Scout Schultz says, "Go Miners."
Yeah, Oliver Stevens wide right. Got a slot right. That's number 5, Dalton Reed.
It ended up being a 10-yard penalty. So Dalton.
We got 2 wide receivers left and right.
Yeah, we've been doing a little bit of that. That's a 33-yard run.
Number 5, Reed, going in motion, but Oliver's going to be run it straight ahead, and he is stood up at about the 37. You don't see that very often.
Not at all.
But Paul got popped.
And he's getting up slowly. 34 Bilski on that hit. Paul looks like he wants to come out and catch a breather.
He is going toward the sideline, and they have, see, number 44, Tate.
You're going to see Goodman come back at quarterback.
Gambo coming back in, which means Goodman may be in there. We may have seen our last of Paul Oliver tonight.
Every time he takes a pop in that shoulder, that old injury kind of comes back, stings him. It's kind of a stinger.
Goodman. Hands off to number 5, Dalton Reed. On the left, he's pushed out of bounds inside the 30 at about the 27.
Dalton getting a great opportunity. He's going to get a first down. The ball's going to be inside the 30. Looks like the 28. I'll tell you what he's got right now. 4 carries, 57 yards for the senior. 57 coming in for North Knox. That's going to be Colton Boyles. I know he's been out for a little while. Good to see him out there.
Goodman brings him. Hands off back on the counter. Dalton Reed coming back the other way. He's inside the 20. Down just outside the 15. Let's see about whether it be a first down and 10 for the Miners.
Boy, Van Meter is, again, with a touchdown-saving tackle. Dalton running the ball a lot harder tonight.
So we're saying the ball is on the 17, first down and 10, Miners. Goodman, again, gives it to number 5, Dalton Reed, off the left-hand side. And finally, they shut that down. Big D, I think they're just saying we're going to run this play till you can stop it.
That's exactly right. The Warrior who made that play is kind of getting up a bit gimpy. It is really hard to see these jersey numbers till they turn around.
I agree. I concur.
I think it's
Now,
Elkins.
the Miners tonight with those white jerseys and red numerals are easy. That's a nice one. Goodman fakes the handoff and goes right straight with a dive play. Picks up a few. Let's see. They're going to say it's inside the 10 in the Stanger Homes red zone. Miners trying to add another touchdown to this. They're already leading 41-7 on the Linton Cycle Sales scoreboard. Man in motion, and guess who? They give it to Dalton Reed, and he's leveled.
I think they kind of know that one's coming.
Yeah, I think they've got that one down.
Elkins led the way with, I believe, 71. Not 71.
You get the feeling, as you said maybe earlier, Big D, that some of these players, they're trying to get maybe a score or whatever because they're not going to play in the second half. But we'll see.
They have to play a little bit because your JV has to have so many quarters. So usually you'll see varsity through 3.
Goodman takes the snap, runs forward. He's still standing up, grinding his way forward. And he's in there.
Well, we've seen that
It
a lot.
looked like the progress was going to stop, but no, the legs kept churning. And so
10 yards out.
Goodman able to take it in.
And that clock is still running.
I thought they had to wait till second half for that, but apparently not.
Doesn't look like it.
So we're coming in for the extra point. Miller. Wait, now they're stopping play. What's that about? Now they give the go-ahead. Here's the extra point kick. Netherland, the holder, gets the ball down. The kick is up and
got through.
It barely got through, but it made it. 48-7. The Miners go on top with 3:25 to play after that touchdown run by Russell Goodman for the hometown veterinary touchdown that makes the score 48-7 on the Linton Cycle Sales scoreboard. This is Rader Media Sports.
Since 1954, Bob Walters Linton Motors has been providing quality vehicles to the community. But they also offer a full service department ready to assist you when time is of the essence. So don't drive out of town for quality professional service. Call them at 812-512-9857 today. And also, Gaither Power Sports is the area's premier golf cart dealership. Evolution golf carts starting at $69.99 with 8-year lithium battery warranty and 0% financing available. Gaither Power Sports is also your local Avington e-bikes dealership, so stop by Gaither Power Sports on Highway 54 today. Kevin?
I've taken up a new job here. I have become the bug swatter to keep it off. Since I'm standing behind everybody, I can see these, what are they again? Stink bugs? Landing on everybody, so I'm like nominated myself to wipe them away. There's the boot. Going to be taken inside the 15, out to about the 20, the 25, cuts back in, wanted to get to the 30, but cut down at about the 29. First down and 10, Warriors.
Harrison James, I believe, as well as R.J. Wilson.
Tyler Clark was the ball carrier. 3:17 to play in the first half, 48-7 Miners, and keep in mind, This is the last time that these two teams will be playing football. We know how many years they have played.
I wish I could have told you that, but I know I have scores, way back. Other than the Sullivan rivalry, this has been a big one throughout the years. And North Knox ruled it for quite some time.
Elkins wide to the right along with Tyler Clark. He's in a slot right. That's the wide side of the football field, looking for the near hash mark. Lemberg going to hand it off straight ahead. No room in the end there. They're going to lose a couple.
Yeah, he took another big shot from Andrews.
And that was number 40, the ball carrier, Reed Meeks, the freshman.
Wright as well got in there. Won't be a lot of big numbers defensively because Linton's just merely not had the ball. Or they haven't.
2 minutes, 50 seconds now remaining. Again, stay tuned for the Inman Realty Group halftime show. Heather will have some things teed up for you. Big D will also have his statistics of the first half. And they will certainly tell the tale of this game. Lemberg working from the gun. Two wide receivers to the right. Got to get it to the man out in the slot, and he's going to drop it.
Well, that's a couple drops.
He was wide open out there. Was that Elkins?
Yeah, that was that screen across the middle, and he put it right in his hands. A nice job blocking by Clark.
Just one of those nights for the Warriors.
Well, I think they're just trying to, get it going as fast as they can. He doesn't have any chance to throw, and Elkins is looking for the defender to come and put a hit on him, but that's two drops.
The clock is stopped now with the incomplete, so apparently we are not in a running clock.
Must have been some.
Two wide receivers to the right. Wing back to the left. Going to put it up in the air out here on the right-hand side. Again, intended for Elkins, but incomplete. But that was not Elkins' fault. He turned around for kind of a button hook at about the 35, and the ball sailed out at about the 31.
Yeah, that looked like just miscommunications. He thought he was going to go out. Again, that stops the clock at 2:24. Got to keep an eye on Paul Oliver's situation. You're right, Kevin. Why would you put your star player out there with such a big lead and any chance to get injured? Probably see that a lot tonight.
Russell Goodman, and maybe we'll see Harrison James or some other quarterbacks in there tonight.
You do wonder who it would be.
There's the punt. Short punt, going to bound at about the 45. It was longer than 2 yards, so it'll be 1st and 10 at about the 44-yard line, their own 44-yard line for the Miners. .216 to play.
Kevin, you're going to have to keep me posted on the clock because I can't see it right now.
I'll do that. It's not moving. Two wide receivers to the left, one to the right, wing back left. Goodman mishandles the snap, is able to corral it, and then muscled his way forward to just shy of midfield at about the 49.
So we got our answer there. We know that Goodman's going to be at least a halftime. Gets out to the 49-yard line.
Clock running. 1:55 remaining in this first half. Goodman. Again, hands off on the left-hand side. Is that Dalton Reed?
I think it's actually Aiden Sparks.
Is it? Okay. I got so used to that handoff on the left hand.
Yeah, it is him.
It is Dalton Reed or
no,
Sparks?
It's Sparks.
All right.
And a lot of people are probably going to wonder if Aiden didn't carry the ball, but he's been playing tight end.
Ball at the 47 now as the Miners have crossed into Warrior territory. There he was popped. A nice hit there. Ren Cottingham looked like he was going to have a little room, but it went away quickly.
34 Bilski, their leading tackler. First one there. A pretty nice shot, and that's going to bring up a 4th and about an inch.
Clock running. 1:05 to play here in this first half. 48-7. Two wide receivers to the left, one to the right. Goodman's just going to follow the lead blocker to the left off tackle. He's inside the 45 at about the 44.
He was initially hit behind the line, but he was able to just push forward a little bit, get out to the 44-yard line.
We're doing okay. How are you doing? Yes. Nice to see you again. Steve Muir, the girls' head coach here for girls basketball. Hello, how are you? All right.
Uh-oh, it's Oliver. He's looking for Cottingham.
Got it out there, incomplete. Paul Oliver came back in for that play.
Yeah.
That's a surprise.
Trying to
stops the clock at 34 ticks now remaining in this first half.
That was inside the 10-yard line. A little surprised at 34 seconds to go.
Yeah, I'm surprised as well. But he doesn't look to be having any after effects of the shoulder. So Aiden Sparks is the lone setback, working on the left-hand side of the quarterback. Man in motion, coming to the near side. That's Cottingham. He sets up business in the slot right. Receivers left and right. High snap. Oliver gets it out here in the flat. Caught there by Oliver Stevens. He's inside the 40, down to about the 35.
Yeah, I like that play. Brought down by 52. That's going to be Michael Oakes. What I see Linton doing is they're kind of utilizing some different sets and doing so. Go quick.
Oliver, yeah, a quick snap. I looked off to my right, and all of a sudden Oliver's off and running inside the 35, 30, 25, 20.
Uh-oh.
No,
that's not a
15,
flag.
10. Yes, it is. There's the flag. There's 3 flags down in that hit as Oliver skates all the way in the end zone, but it'll be 4 not.
I tell you what, in football, you can't make a hit anymore. It's a penalty. I mean, I see it if he's well past you, but big hit on the quarterback limber. You hope he's okay. But I don't know what you're supposed. I guess you could do a shield block. I guess you could use your hands and not make.
I'm not even sure he needed the block there.
They just had to stand in front of him, but it's hard not to do that. Yeah, now that I think about it, that's probably the situation.
I see no time left on the clock, but they will have to play the down.
Yeah. Flag is about at the 19-yard line, and Paul was about to make one of them highlight plays again. Scramble gets to the 20. I think there's a timeout for the Miners.
Timeout Miners with no time left in the first half clock. Again, stay tuned for the Inman Realty Group halftime show.
Come home to quality with Brock Anderson Construction. Call him at 812-798-5583 for all of your construction needs. And as always, he says, go Miners. And Auto Tech Collision is located at 345 14th Street Northwest in Linton. They offer a full-service body shop with over 30 years of exceptional auto body experience knowledge. From brakes, shocks, and oil changes, stop in to see them for a free estimate today. And I'm swatting at stink bugs as I'm reading the ads. Also, Scooter's Coffee is proud to announce its arrival in the Linton community. Their extensive menu features a wide variety of hot, iced, and blended beverages. Additionally, they offer an assortment of sweet and savory foods to accompany you on the go. Scooter's Coffee, amazing people, amazing drinks, amazingly fast. Kevin?
I thought the Miners might take a knee, but they're going to come out with 2 wide receivers to the left and right. Oliver will roll to his left. He's got a man out there. He's going to put it up in the air. No, cannot pull it in the end zone. Ren Cottingham had a chance at it and couldn't bring it in. So the halftime score is 48-7. Miners on top as they go in on the end of the halftime on the Linton Cycle Sales scoreboard. But stay tuned for the Inman Realty Group halftime show when we return. This is Rader Media Sports.
My name's Corey Andrews. I've been playing football since I was 3, and my favorite memory was winning semi-state last year. My name's Justin Kimworthy. I've been playing football for 9 years, and my favorite part is football Bible studies after football.
My name is RJ Wilson. I've been playing football for 7 years, and my favorite memory is borrowing mattresses from the freshmen at Woodland Bible Camp.
My name is Chris Lyons. I've been playing football for 6 years, and my favorite memory is beating Brownstown in regionals.
My name's Jacob Redaway. I've been playing football for 4 years now, and my favorite memory is the energy in the stadium when we beat Brownstown in the regional game last year.
My name is Shayla Killian. This is my first year playing football, and I'm excited on making some field goals this year.
My name is Cooper Smith. I've been playing football for 4 years, and my favorite memory is going to state my junior year.
My name is Grace Llewellyn. This is my 4th year managing in the football team. My favorite memory has to be the week leading up to state, because just seeing how excited everybody was leading up to it, and then when we went and practiced on the Lucas Oil.
My name is Dalton Reed. I've been playing football for 5 years, and my favorite memory was the sectional championship against Greencastle last year.
My name is Landon DeLue. I've been playing football for 4 years. My favorite memory was being Sullivan in the sectional championship.
My name is Zane Sparks. I've been playing football for 9 years, and my favorite memory is the pickle bandits at Woodland Bottom Camp. My name is Oliver Stevens. I've been playing football for 2 years, and my favorite memory was going to state last year.
My name is Paul Oliver. I've been playing football for 16 years, and I'm looking forward to the flats I have with my brothers and all these coaches. My name is Russell Goodman. I've been playing football for 15 years, and my favorite memory is beating Lutheran in the semi-state game last year.
My name is Jimmy Rye. I've been playing football for 14 years, and my favorite memory is being back with my team.
Welcome back to a production of Rader Media Sports, and we're going to let Big D loose here on the Inman Realty Company halftime show stats. Big D.
Well, the game started off with a bang with the Miners driving completely down the field, 13 plays, 73 yards. Culminates with Paul Oliver going in from a yard out. The 2-point play does not work. The Miners are up 6-0. About exactly 5 minutes later, it's Russell Goodman going in from 7 yards out. Goodman hits Shaylee Killian for the 2-point conversion, but got a procedure call, and then we have to do it again. But he hits Montgomery. The sophomore catches the pass. The Miners are on top 14-0 at 1:37. Still enough time for yet another score. The Miners get the ball on a fumble on the very next play from the 19-yard line. They drive, actually run one more play, and it's Russell Goodman going down the right side. Gets hit, kind of drags Warriors down the side of the field, goes in. This time Oliver stretches to his left on the 2-point conversion, and like Brett Favre, kind of just shovels that ball over to Killian, who makes the catch in the end zone. Miners up 22-0. The onslaught keeps going on. 10 seconds into the second quarter, it's Oliver Stevens catches the ball after an interception at the 33-yard line. He made the interception. He catches the ball at the 30, actually about the 38, cuts blockers, and his speed cuts through some different guys. Goes in from officially 33 yards from Oliver. Luke Miller makes his first appearance of the year. He puts it right down the middle. The Miners are up 29-0, barely into the second quarter. But the North Knox faithful get a chance to stand up and cheer their team when Tyler Clark catches an end pattern. Caught it at about midfield, just sprinted right down the middle of the field. 72 total yards from Lindbergh. That's really been their offense. Jeremiah Mackey, he's with the extra point, 11-29. At this point, 29-7. The Miners would score 3 more times in the second quarter. Ren Cottingham's going to go in from 9 yards out, and Paul Oliver in from 4 yards out. Luke Miller, both of those attempts missed on the extra points, 41-7. And then with 3:42 to go in the half, it's Russell Goodman goes in from 10 yards again, just kind of dragging Warriors. This time Miller hits the PAT, and it's 48-7, and the half ended with a pass for Cottingham in the end zone they couldn't bring in. Second half now going to become probably a lot of different people. Turn things back over to Heather.
Well, we do want to say thank you to those sponsors that make this broadcast free to view at home for all of you. And right now we're going to take a quick time out to hear from the Indiana High School Athletic Association. This is a production of Rader Media Sports.
Some people see a huddle in the locker room. We see a second classroom. Some see a student athlete on the court. We see a future leader in the community. You see, high school sports in Indiana are special. That's because they're about learning and growing, not just winning and losing. Fans, I'm Commissioner Paul Neidig. Support education-based athletics in Indiana by buying a ticket to your high school's next athletic event.
Welcome back to Rader Media Sports. And as we give Kevin a little bit of time here, rest, he's had a couple of really hard days of travel. So we're going to go ahead. Big D, you and I are going to talk about, obviously, we're seeing the sponsors in rotation, but let's talk about our YouTube station right now is pretty much on fire. And right now, Elizabeth Kuhn says, watching from home, keep it going, Miners, as well as Tim Saris says, go Miners. On our Facebook page, we'd like to say hello to Sue and Jim Bedwell, watching from home. Wish we could be there. Susan Agnew-Sparks says, go Miners. And we'd like to just invite all of you, if you have the opportunity, go in and find our Facebook page. Share it with your friends. Same thing with YouTube as well, because Sunday night is the volleyball draw for the state of Indiana, the 2A Linton Miners. We'll find out on Sunday night who they're going to face at the Sullivan Sectional, which will begin their second full week of October. But this coming Monday, we're going to be following them to the Bloomfield Cardinals there in Bloomfield, my alma mater. Last game for them in the SWIAC, and with their victory last night over Shakamak, right now they are tied for the SWIAC, and if they win on Monday night, then that obviously will clinch the SWIAC conference. On Wednesday, they're going to come back home and face the Terre Haute North Patriots there at Linton-Stockton, all before senior night on Thursday, which will honor Ella Warwick, Abby McKee, and Kinley Carmichael. So that will be against Mitchell. But we also want to encourage all of you tomorrow morning at the Linton Fire Department. They're having a $10 Rise and Shine breakfast, and you can have either pancakes or biscuits and gravy. They're going to have some refreshments for you as well. But it's not only a great opportunity for you to support the athletic department, but you can meet a number of the coaches and a number of the athletes from Linton-Stockton. So this is some great opportunities for you to bring your family and have some kids have the opportunity to get some photos taken with some of the players, maybe get some autographs.
Put faces to the names
right.
would be the big thing.
We call them every week, whether it's volleyball or football. And we obviously know that the cross country and the tennis and the golf team are very active as well. We want to say congratulations to middle school golf. They won the SWIAC this week, so that's pretty cool. We know that volleyball for middle school is still ongoing, and they'll have their 8th grade night next Wednesday evening, which is the 8th. So that's another one of those days where the middle school gym will have volleyball, the high school gym will have volleyball, and lots of things as we wrap up fall sports here.
Talk about big numbers. The Miners have put 402 yards in this first half. Multiple guys carrying the ball. Russell Goodman with 10 for 89, 7 for 70 for Dalton Reed, 8 for 71 for Cottingham, 7 for 66 for Tate Gamble. Paul Oliver with 10 for 49, 8.12 per carry. Paul has thrown the ball 6 times, hit 3 of them for 53 yards. Got a touchdown out of that. 2 catches for Oliver Stevens and a touchdown, 41 yards for him. 1 catch for Ren Cottingham at 12 yards. Miners 402 total, 342 on the ground. Not much for the Warriors to talk about. In fact, everybody who's carried the ball is in the negative column. 2 for -10 for Clark, 3 for -4 for Meeks, and 1 for -5 for Cooper Lindbergh. The high point has been 1 completion out of 10 throws. 2 of those are going to be drops, though, but a 72-yard touchdown catch by Tyler Clark. Lindbergh's not been helped by a few drops out there. We do got to mention McCory and Arnold, too. They're really their top 2 running backs, and even in the receiving corps, neither one of those seniors are dressed tonight. They got a knee injury, but they're okay. But they're going to take it easy. So ahead of the Miners, a 48-7 lead. And we kind of expected Linton to kind of dominate tonight, but at the second half, we're going to be up to our noses trying to keep track with who's in the ball game.
We're going to take a quick timeout for you to hear for a couple of minutes for the sponsors that make these broadcasts free to view for you at home. So we hope that you'll take note of these sponsors. So when you're looking to do business in the community and beyond, and real quickly here, if you don't have Big D, hang on a minute. I'm going to let you talk to Wyatt.
Oh, well, okay? I enjoy talking to Wyatt.
Hang on just a minute.
So the illustrious Wyatt Stone getting on here with me. Wyatt, we get to get your
hello there.
Get your impersonations of what the Linton. Linton has kind of been rolling the last 3 weeks. They look like what as advertised.
I tell you what, the first 2 weeks didn't go Linton's way. We can just sugarcoat that right now because the Kentucky team was good and the Ohio team was good.
The Ohio team was
really
like a
good.
professional.
The beast, yeah.
Hard to believe they've actually lost twice this year.
I figure Brian has his team rolling right now, and Big D, you got a stink bug on you.
I'm not even looking at him. He's just going to have his way. He's going to have his way. But you know what I think why it is the Miner offensive line has been the icing on the cake tonight.
Yes. And obviously you hate losing Cooper Smith because Cooper Smith is a beast. He can do a lot of things.
He came back last week and looked sharp, so I don't know what the situation is. He's not limping or doesn't have any kind of thing. So I think it's more an effort of just kind of keeping him safe. And of course, with Kenworthy not playing tonight, it's kind of a little bit of an experiment with guys in different positions.
Yeah. If James Gregory's watching, hello, Fats, if you're watching on Rader Media Sports.
Okay, Wyatt, if not, I'm going to put you on the spot. If you're head coach of North Knox, what are you going to tell your kids at halftime?
Just to play
for pride.
Pray for pride, yep.
There you go. Turn things over to Heather real quick.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Good talking to you.
Thank you.
Media Sports wishes to thank all of our 2025-26 Minor Pride all year long sponsors. Linton Cycle Sales, Jordan and Vaught Insurance. Media Sports wishes to thank all of our 2025-26 Minor Pride all year long sponsors. Linton Cycle Sales, Jordan and Vaught Insurance of Bloomfield, Walton Funeral Service, Key Associates of Linton, Tech Shack of Linton, Heritage Lumber and Supply, Linton Sporting Group, Crane Credit Union, CAS Contracting, doing business as Kramer's Tree Sitters, Alicia Cornelius at Indiana Farm Bureau, Audrey Sparks at Richard Brown Insurance, Bob Walters at Linton Motors, Skinner's Towing Service, Corey Motter at Century 21 Sheep, Jathan Wright at Indiana Farm Bureau, The Grill Incorporated, Team Ortho, Brock Anderson Construction, and English Off-Road Line X of Bloomfield. We'd like to thank our in-game sponsors, Linton Cycle Sales Scoreboard, Jordan and Vaught Insurance Pregame, Walton Funeral Service Press Box, Fusner Construction Starting Lineups. Quarter sponsored by Key Associates of Linton, Hometown Veterinary of Elnora Touchdown, Inman Realty Group, the halftime sponsor, Kingdom Air Kickoff forecast, Stanger Homes Red Zone, Greene County Vision Center Replay, Tech Shack of Linton Postgame. Mayor Preble of the City of Linton, Violet & Company, Sierra Babcock with Buncombe Valley Roofing, Fish Monuments, Katie Marie Photography, Midwest Satellite, Autumn Trace of Greene County, Brian Carell, formerly of Carell's Gas, Powers Orthodontics, Autotech Collision, Gator Power Sports, and Scooters Coffee of Linton. We would like to thank our rotating banner and media day photo sponsors, Tim and Joan Warren, Rodney and Renee Bredaway, Martha Butler and Hadley, Jake, Becky and Todd Young, Niall and Kathy Regan, Mike and Beth Busco, Wayne and Kathy Elliott, Diane Schnabel, City Pest Control, Green Street, Southside Express, Casey's of Linton, The Tone Trove Music Shop, Pizza Hut of Linton, Bandanas by Brennan, Rick Crines of Crines Auto Detailing, Sophomore Cheer Moms, Jason and Susan Anderson, Dan and Teresa Carpenter, Freshman Cheer Group, Courtney Hobbs, Tyler Shields, Wes and Haley Franklin, Waylon and Stacy Fonderheide, and Margaret Ann.
Welcome back to the Inman Realty Company halftime show, and I'm going to turn it back over to Big D for the last minute of the half.
Yeah, we'll talk about our sectional and the teams that are in that. Brown County Eagles are 1-5. They were defeated by Milan 68-8. They got Clover tonight. The Tiger Cubs don't play them in the regular season now. We had two barn burners with them last year. They're 3-3. They're playing Cascade, one of the top 5 teams in 3A tonight. They've come off 2 wins, 51-48, 48-42. Mitchell, the Blue Jackets haven't yet to win a contest. They probably won't tonight. They're facing the North Davies Cougars. North Posey, who these Vikings lost, their only loss of the year was to these Warriors. They come off a 49-28 win over South Spencer. They face 1-2 Forest Park tonight. South Vermilion lost such a big class. They lost 61-6 to Riverton Park. They're 2-4. Pike Central is winless as well, 0-6, playing South Spencer tonight. The Arrows of Sullivan lost 3 in a row, but they won 63-0 last week over Owen Valley. Face an undefeated Edgewood team tonight. I don't believe these teams are in our sectional, but they're on our roster. Monrovia is currently 3-3. They got a tough one with Tri-West tonight. Boonville lost to Washington after the Miners beat them. They're 3-3. North Decatur They face Eastern Green, trying to pour some of that good sauce going on. Eastern Green, like I mentioned, they are 1-5, just losing to Paoli 63-12. And the other big one that's scheduled for our last game is Northview. They won 5 straight, then they lost to Terrell South 37-26. North Davies 6-0 for the first time in their history. They face Mitchell tonight, winless, so the Cougars probably going to go 7-0.
This is the Inman Realty halftime show. Just like your team fights for every yard, Inman Realty Company fights for every client. Buying, selling, or moving up, Inman Realty gets you across the goal line. And Kevin, Big D, myself, and Bill Ditton are broadcasting from the Walton Funeral Service press box, your lamp of hope when you need them most. And this third quarter is sponsored by Key Associates of Linton. Call Allie Walton-Jackson, Mary Beth Geralds, and Audrey Sparks to be there for you every step of the way, as they are your key to the very best. Kevin?
So we're still about, just under 2 minutes to go in this Inman halftime show. But, Big D, I'm wondering not just what we'll see in the second half, but who we will see in the second half.
Yeah, a lot of guys. I don't know where we are in the JV season or how that rules with the amount of quarters they can have, but that kind of restricts you as to what you can do. You can't bring all of the JV kids in. I think you'll probably see the varsity run out and run the first series, but it's a good opportunity to see some guys. Harrison James will probably get a lot of action. We'll probably see more of Dalton and Reed, but I also think we're going to see Colton Andrews maybe get some work. And a lot of the JV kids. The JV's been impressive this year. I don't know the record, but the games I've seen out there, they beat Terre Haute South last week, so that's saying something.
Heather and I know it's a big week coming up. Big weekend. We've already talked about this, but I want to hit it again. Sunday night is a big night for volleyball.
Yeah, as mentioned during the first quarter and the second quarter and during this halftime, so this is our fourth plug for this. Sunday night is the volleyball draw, and this is going to happen live on the Indiana High School Athletic Association Champions Network. We'll reshare that information with you Saturday and then again on Sunday. But the 2A Lady Minor volleyball team will be traveling to Sullivan for the 2A Sectional 47, and we will be able to give you all of the brackets officially after they're drawn to let you know who they will face and when. We obviously, of course, will apply for broadcast rights. No one is ever guaranteed, but we always love to apply for those and keep you updated on our application status.
And then Monday night is a big night because the SWIAC's at stake.
Correct, as the Lady Miners travel to Bloomfield for that final game of the SWIAC, and we will have that on the Indiana High School Athletic Association Champions Network as well as YouTube.
And our understanding is if the Miners win, they win the SWIAC outright. If they lose, they could end up with a tie. And so Monday night's game that we're just tickled that we get to go into Bloomfield to bring you that volleyball match.
It's my alma mater. It's going to be the first
you get to
one.
Go home.
It's going to be one of my return home. I'm anxious to see all their updates that they've done there at the school. Venue.
There's the boot. The Warriors will pick it up at about the 15, out to the 20, the 25, just shy of the 30. That run will come to an end about the 29.
Haynes and James going to make that stop again, trying to see that number. I don't think it's number 9. That's going to be my guess.
It's 9 or 8.
But I don't think they have an 8, so 9 is going to be Van Meter.
So since we are at a 35.
See, now I believe, yes, the clock is running.
Yeah.
Okay.
We are at a running clock here in the second half, which will speed things up somewhat. We'll see if the teams, doesn't matter whether they pass or run with a running clock. Do we have a new quarterback, or is that Lemberg? Here's the snap from the gun. Is that number 8?
I think it's 9. I think it's Van Meter.
Who took the snap. He may have been doing it like a direct snap because, let's see, number 18.
Couldn't tell you who carried that. But I know the Miners stuffed that immediately. Now we're seeing some different players for Linton. I wish I had the roster in hand. 15 is in the game. That
Reed Van Meter coming in now. I think Reed may be the quarterback. He just got the play.
Kevin, you have the Linton roster, correct?
Yeah.
Number 15 is in the
Ryder Ward, I believe.
Ryder Ward.
It's so weird seeing 15 and not thinking.
Waiting, there's a snap. Going to be a keeper. Try to break it to the outside. No dice. Quarterback keeper. And let's see if we get the number here. It is
Van
as we
Meter.
said, Reed Van Meter. He comes over to the side for the play.
And the Miners do have a host of youngsters in Montgomery.
Boy, I hope Lemberg was not injured in that.
Oh, I don't think so.
hit.
I think they're probably keeping him out. But the tackle by Montgomery and Crines. So
we're seeing some new names in there.
Yeah, big time.
I thought we might. I think the junior varsity has played their last game.
Yeah, that might be why.
They actually have a contest on October the 13th.
Oh, okay. Van Meter takes the snap, throws a pass over the middle behind his man. He's decked there by number 60. Trip Haynes was in there on the quarterback. Big D loves to see that.
I tell you, if I look up, I see 60. That was to Cooper Adams, and he was open, just the ball couldn't get there.
Hit the dirt right in front of him. No chance to catch that ball. So it's 4th down and 11. Punter standing back on the 15. Miners with a pair of people back there. Let's see. Number 16, Andrew Collins, is one. Still waiting to see if I can see who that is on the right-hand side for the Miners.
40.
There's the boot. It's going to land at about the 45, roll inside the 40, and Drake Netherland's going to watch it get downed right there. 1st down and 10 Miners.
That's the freshman Meeks. Now we'll see a whole bunch of, I bet, essentially the JV, I think.
Let's see who comes out at quarterback here for the Miners. Try to set this. I know Big D and I both will.
Probably.
I see Trenton Crines, number 9 in there. I see number 18, which is Ivan Montgomery. I see number, is that 8 or that's probably 9?
I bet
Crines.
Netherland is the quarterback. Nope. Can't tell.
Drake Netherland, I think, is going to be the man who's in there. Let's see. Going to give on a counter play. Number 9, Crines, gets corralled. Oh, he's still trying to move, but he's stuck there at the 40. So it looks like number 10, Drake Netherland, is in at quarterback. I don't know that I've seen him at quarterback.
Yeah, JV-wise, he's always the guy out there. 34 is the tail. He's a running back. Borlinger, I think he's guessing that name. Oh, so I thought that was a bug.
I'm just bugging you, that's all.
And they get out to the 40-yard line.
7 minutes, 40 seconds now remaining in this third quarter. Clock running. Miners break the huddle. One wide receiver wide to the left, wingbacks left and right, working from the near hash. They're going to give straight ahead. Looks like that's number 34, yes. Stephen Bolanger. The freshman, 5'10", 165-pound fullback.
That is Ashlyn Tatlock's brother.
Oh, is it really?
It is.
So both those two are seeing some action today.
I was going to say, I've seen her pictures with him. I figured it had to be a relative. He gets out to the 45-yard line. And these are the guys, a lot of these guys are going to have to step up next year with a class graduating 14 kids.
Receivers left and right. Netherland from the gun, man in motion, going to the left. That's Crines, going to throw it out here. And then a hook and ladder. It's dropped and then fallen on at about the 45-6-yard line. It'll be a 1st down and 10. An alert play there by Ryder Ward to fall on that football. You know, you think when it's a lateral, is it an incomplete, can you get mixed up?
Yeah,
they didn't. He quickly fell on that loose ball.
And I've got the official way to score it, but I have to do that when I get home. It's called a reception so far and then a run without being credited as a carry. You get attached those yards.
One wide receiver to the right, working for the near hash mark. Again, the 2 wingbacks. Netherland, the quarterback, from the gun. There's the snap. Is going to hand it off straight away to Bolanger. He's near the 40, not quite. Let's shade it outside a little bit at 41.
Jesse Love in there on that tackle. Kevin, I'm going to yell you a couple of numbers, see if you can give them the names. It's these offensive linemen.
Okay.
I see 65.
65 is James Phillips, a sophomore, 5'8", 225.
68.
Wesley Lee, freshman, 5'8", 235.
Wesley Lay.
Lay, thank you.
Need a couple of these linemen some credit.
Man in motion. fake the pitch that way. They come with a counter and the other way. And
it's 19.
Great run by Jordan Crowther, a freshman, 5'10", 165-pound wingback.
Yeah, I was impressed with the couple of games I've watched him run the ball pretty hard. Gets down at a 35. And you'll notice about every play, there's somebody new coming in. This is
number 16, Andrew Collins, sophomore, 5'8", 150-pound wide receiver coming in. He's coming out wide here to the right. That's the short side of the football field. Working for the near hash mark.
I know 76 is Charlie Lyons and 56 is
man
Anderson.
in motion. They're going to give it to the man in motion.
Nice cut, nice cut.
That is Crines. And he motors his way inside the 25 to about the 22. No, maybe the 23.
Yeah, and he made a nice cut back to the inside.
Took another look at that on the Greene County Vision Center replay.
It's an 11-yard
Be a lot of excitement in that household tonight.
Yeah. 30 is out at wide receiver.
That is Gavin Ross, freshman, 5'7", 115 pounds. Again in the same set, wingbacks.
Going to the air.
Netherlands going to roll to his left. He's in trouble. Now gets a ball out there.
Nice
it's pulled
catch.
down by number 34, Bolanger. And he motors his way inside the 10. And they are in the Stanger Holmes red zone.
Yeah, that could have gone to Montgomery or...
There were two. One running an out pattern at about 10 yards, another one at about 15.
I actually think Montgomery thought it was coming to him, and Bolanger kind of jumped up and said, no, that is my ball.
The only thing is you don't want to drop it if you do that.
Right,
if
yeah.
you catch it, then it's okay, but don't drop it. 3 minutes, 40 seconds now remaining in this third quarter, clock running. Are going to hand off straight ahead to Bolanger, and is he in there? No, he's down to the 1.
Well, you got to reward him. The JV has looked sharp.
I don't know. Crines has looked good in there.
Yeah, the JV has done a nice
Crowther's looked good in there. It's good to see some of these other kids.
Yeah,
Bolanger's looked good in there. So we'll see. The setback is Bolanger working from the gun. Netherland gives to the big fella. Bolanger goes in standing up from a yard out. So the Miners bounce this one up to 54-7.
257.
After that hometown veterinary touchdown from 1 yard out. And Shaylee Killian is in to try the extra point. Drake Netherland will hold. It's going to be a lot of people with fingers crossed right here. Shaylee squares up to the left. There's the snap. Bad snap, but she gets the ball up. Netherland had trouble with the spot on that snap, but so it did not. It's unsuccessful, but the Miners do come away with a 54-7 lead with 2:27 to play here in this third quarter, which, by the way, is brought to you by Key Associates of Linton, and we are broadcasting from the Walton Funeral Service Press Box.
Line X spray and bed liners and undercoating are now offered in addition to lifts, wheels, tires, emergency lighting, and more at English Off-Road Line X in Bloomfield, your one-stop shop for all of your vehicle accessories. Visit them on Facebook today. Also, choose Powers Orthodontics, the only orthodontist in Greene County. They offer braces for all ages. Kids age 7 to 11 can join the club for free exams and discounts. Visit the Lyons or Terre Haute location and book online at powersortho.net or call 812-659-9100 today. Kevin?
New kicker.
And that is, what's the number?
I'm going to guess that might be Miller.
You have a
35.
35. I don't have a 35.
No, it's not 35. That's Luke Miller, but I don't think that's who it is. It is 32.
32 is Elijah Llewellyn.
I think that's who it is.
Short kick, a squib. And they fall on it there. Alert play by number 51, Colton Thomas, the junior. Fell on that ball. First down and 10 for the Warriors. And we have a host of new people here coming in now for Linton-Stockton. I see number 73, Carter Hammond, a freshman. Number 15, Ryder Ward. We've said him already. 58 is Zane Padgett. See Zane in there. He's trying to see who's right over the nose for the Miners on defense, but he can't quite see a 3, but he can't get the other number. I believe it's still Van Meter at quarterback, handing off here.
63.
Little wingback cutback there, and he get out across the 45 to about the 47.
21 was that ball carried.
Yeah, I was hanging there with you. Nash McClure, the freshman, gets that carry. We're down to a minute 20.
63 is that nose tackle you were looking for.
Oh, 63, and there is no 63.
Eric Kirkman says, "Go Miners," and that post is courtesy of Facebook Live.
Warriors break the huddle. They have 2 wide receivers to the right. Working from the gun, the wing back off to the left. That man now is in motion. That is McClure. They're going to run it off the right side. They get across midfield to about the 47, and it should be a Warrior first down.
That was Van Meter that kept that one.
They have not had many first downs tonight.
No, in fact, I think they just had one at the half.
So they just got their second first down of the game. Ball at the 47. 2 wide receivers coming here to the left. Ball right in the middle of the hash. Kind of working outside the numbers with one of the wide receivers here. There's the snap, the handoff right up the middle, inside the 45, down to about the 44 is number 21, again, Nash McClure.
That might have been Dodge Mason, number 33. I got the benefit of the eyeglasses. Field glasses, as they call them.
Fall is full of opportunity in Greene County real estate. Trust Corey Motter, your local market expert, to help you make the right move before the year ends. Close it with Corey and turn over a new leaf in your real estate journey. And this ends our third quarter, and we're going to keep it right here for you for just a couple of moments here. Heritage Lumber and Supply states the fall season is here, which means it's time to consider replacing those old drafty windows with new windows from Vinyl Craft. Replacement windows will help make your home more comfortable and reduce your home's heating and cooling costs. So call Heritage Lumber and Supply at 812-798-1178 right behind Walmart for a free estimate today. And need a hand with your next big project? Call Hall's Excavating for all types of excavating. They are family-owned, local folks you can trust to get the job done right. And Bandanas by Brenna offers pet over-the-collar bandanas. You can purchase everyday patterns, holidays, and even sports patterns as well. Visit them on Facebook at Bandanas by Brenna today. Kevin?
So we're getting set for the fourth and final quarter. Again, we'll have a running clock for this. And reminder, stay tuned for the Tech Shack post-game show, as we will be joined by the head coach to talk about this contest tonight and look ahead to the contest coming up next week.
Carter Hammond at nose tackle for the Miners.
Warriors with the first down and 10 at the Miner 44. There's the snap, going to try to sneak their way through. Boy, I thought that was a face mask. And it was. Looks like the runner at that point was Reed Van Meter, but you could see his head kind of shoot back a little bit, and the referee saw the same thing we did from up here.
I think all 3 of them saw. They flags came from everywhere. A whole host of Miners coming in again.
Van Meter gets the call from the coach. Well, the clock, oh, there it is. Thought it was stopped for a minute, and I thought. They're marking off that penalty. It's a big one. Puts it inside the 30, down to the 29.
29-yard penalty.
Van Meter, the quarterback. From the gun, standing at about the 34. Snap. They're going to give it away on the counter there to number 21, McClure.
Anderson 56 and Crines 9 as he gets right down to the 25.
I want to say hello to Tom Collins, who says he's watching live in the stands. Go Miners.
Go Miners. Thanks, Tom.
Anybody we haven't mentioned out there trying to find.
Yeah, it's always kind of fun to get these folks mentioned.
DeLue is in there, or however you pronounce it, number
Landon
40.
DeLue.
He's out there, cornerback.
Van Meter at the 30 from the gun. Snap high, pulls it down, hands off to his halfback, and it looks like, is that 21? I think it's McClure again.
I guess 33.
He's not kidding him.
You're batting about 500. That is all. I got benefit of the binocular, or I would be in the dark too. Down at the, looks like the 17 inside the red zone.
McClure coming wide to the right. Going wide to the left is number 22, who I don't have a number for, and number 7, Brenton Frey.
Gavin Miller's 22.
Okay.
That's one thing I got. It's their roster in front of me. Some work on Crines' helmet.
Again, one running back in the sidecar. Van Meter standing at about the 27 from the gun. He's going to keep it. He faked, pulled the ball out from his halfback, and motors his way down to about the 17.
Ward and Crines on that stop. It's hard to see that 15 stand out there, and I think Hayden Feltner.
You know, there's so many good minor football players. I'm sure there were some even before that wore 15.
Oh, there are. I've got a list of them at home and keep on my computer. You think, you'll never forget them.
Boy, if the Miners retired jerseys, they'd be out.
It would be troublesome.
What do we got? 9 minutes, 6 seconds remaining in the ball game. Clock running. Van Meter with the gun for the count. Going to hand it off straight ahead, and kind of running tough up there is number 33, Dodge Mason, freshman, 6 foot, 215-pounder.
Jimmy John
spinning his way down to inside the 20, which means he's inside the Stanger Homes red zone.
Jimmy John Phillips was not going to let him get by. They did a little spin dance. Jimmy's just trying to make sure his arm is still in the socket. And I believe Collins, 16, was out there as well.
Boy, it's almost a minute a play.
Yeah.
When you look at the clock before because if they're taking their time, a running clock, I don't think anybody's going to worry about the.
Yeah, they're down to 2 seconds.
2 seconds, 1 second on the play clock. Handoff straight ahead, and as soon as he gets the football, he gets buried.
Charlie Lyon, 76, and I think 58 was the other guy.
That is Zane Padgett. They were right there as soon as that handoff took place. Under 8 minutes now to play in the ball game.
He lost 3 yards on that. You know the JV defense would love to keep him out of the end zone. They've had the ball quite a while now. 8 plays, 9 plays now.
Van Meter standing at the 25. The snap, fakes the handoff. He's in trouble, is getting chased down.
Ghost of
doing
Hayden
the dirty
Feltner.
work is Andrew Collins going right in there on him.
It's going to be a sack, and I think that's 15. He's got the size as well. That ball back to the 25-yard line. 7 minutes out on the clock.
So it's a 1st down and 10 for the Linton Miners. They break the huddle. Drake Netherland brings him out. One running back behind him, man in motion. They're going to fake to him. He's going to roll to his right. He's going to skirt to the outside. He's had some running room at the 40, the 45. Where'd he step out? See where they finally mark him out.
Drake showing some wheels.
Looks like it's going to be, well, no. They're just throwing the football back. They're still spotting it. Going to be about the 41. I thought he got further down the line than that.
That's a nice
6:20 to play.
16-yard gain for
Netherland bringing him out. Wide receiver to the right, working on the far hash mark. Man in motion here to the short side. Netherlands going to hand off straight ahead. Flag flies, and the runner's down at about midfield. The flag back at the 45.
34 was the carry, and he run the ball with some Bowlinger.
That's Bowlinger,
With some force, but Flag is sitting at the 45. I almost thought I saw a face mask in there, but doesn't look like it. Oh, I'm good. Personal foul.
You can live off that one for a week.
What, that was a good one. Just thought I saw a hand get up there.
Want to say hello to YouTube handle Van Pasterman, Washington Hatchet alumni, watching near Fort Wayne, and says, "Go Miners."
Netherland brings him out. And Bolanger's still behind him, yeah. Loosening up while they're waiting to snap the football. Wide receiver to the right, working on the far hash mark. Reverse pivot, handoff straight ahead. It looks like it's number 11. Is that Harrison James?
I believe so.
I believe that's the first time we've seen him carry the football tonight.
Yeah, early in the year he carried the ball several. Once Cooper Smith went down.
I thought we might see him at quarterback at some time, but so far we have not.
He's down to the 27.
Just over 5 minutes now to play in this ball game. Miners well in control at 54-7. Netherland from the gun. Two fakes, goes back to pass. Plenty of time, throws it across the, on an out pattern at about the 10, but there's a flag back at about the 27. Well, there's a couple of flags.
Got to figure a hold there. It's funny, the side judge, that flag comes out about ineligible down.
Ineligible receiver downfield.
So that'll, I believe, a 10-yard. 5 yards. But I think it's a loss of down as well.
4 minutes, 40 seconds remaining in this ball game. Clock back running again now. Netherland waiting for the go-ahead from the Stripes.
And a shoe tying going down. Pittman, 58.
Wide receiver to the right. Far hash mark. Going to give it to number 9, Trenton Crines, 5'7", 140-pound wingback. Inside the 30, face down now at about the 27. Is he all right?
That's Montgomery that's getting up a little bit slower. I think, no, it's not him, it's Ward. I think he got twisted around a little bit.
Ryder Ward, but he goes right back to the huddle. He's not going out of this ball game. He's getting some playing time tonight. Just under 4 minutes to play now.
Number 59, Kenworthy, broke his hand last Friday and had surgery on Tuesday.
Is he done then? That's terrible.
Let's see, here's a handoff on the right side. James out of bounds at, might be inside the 20.
Well, I noticed it was not his snap hand, which is left, but that's terrible news.
So he can he play with the? No, he probably can't with the cast.
Tell you what, they play these days. They got all sorts of special casts in his senior year. I can't imagine him, but I bet he's not. Bet he doesn't suit up for a couple of weeks.
3 minutes, 16 seconds to play.
There's Crines again.
The ball carrier.
Jimmy John.
Ooh, what do we got going on out there at the 35? Little extracurricular.
Yeah.
The referee was making his way that way, but he does not flag anything.
Yeah, one more push, and that would have been a flag.
That's what I'm thinking. If it was one more from either one,
down to
might have been something.
Crines now 4 carries, 27 yards in the red zone, I believe.
Second down at the 13. Yeah, the red zone starts at the 20. Netherland. Handoff Harrison James. Around the right side, he'll not get in the end zone, but boy, he's trying.
Yeah, he wants that score.
He's out of bounds at, golly, let's see, he might be around the 5. We'll see where they spot it. Miners getting closer and closer at the Stanger Homes red zone.
Yeah, it's right at the 5-yard line. 3 carries, 22 yards for James.
Again, stay tuned.
On my computer, we're 1 yard from 500.
For the Tech Shack post game, 1 yard from 500 total offense.
Yep. 2 minutes on the clock.
Tua. For you longtime Pacer fans. Everybody in tight. No wide receiver here. Just wingbacks left and right.
Nope, taking a knee.
Taking a knee.
Now that's a class move because these JV kids want to score.
That's on second down, so they may have the opportunity to run this out.
Well, I hate to hear that news about Dresden because, you know, that line has been a solid point, and it does change things up. But hopefully maybe 3 weeks' time they can.
Miners take another knee.
At a minute.
It's now with a minute to play in this football game.
We'll probably have another kneel down.
Again, stay tuned. The Tech Shack post-game show. We'll be talking to Coach Brian Oliver about tonight's game. Miners break the huddle. It'll probably make it a little short of 500 now total yards with these losses.
Yeah, I never ever mark them as negative. I put them down as a kneel, but
that's going to do it. The Miners will win this one. The final meeting between these two teams, between Linton-Stockton and the Warriors from North Knox. The final score, 54-7. Miners able to pull this one out. We'll be back with the post-game show when we return. This is Raider Media Sports. There's a new kind of tech store in town, and it's not playing by your old rules. Welcome to Tech Shack in Linton, America's newest technology store for hands-on tinkerers, off-grid thinkers, and everyday problem solvers. Need two-way radios? Got them. Electronic parts? Stop. Survival gear? Ready to roll. It's like Radio Shack on steroids. Tech Shack in Linton. This ain't your daddy's shack.
In high school, I didn't really ever know completely what I wanted to do. My dad, he's the one that's in the trades. He told me all the benefits, and so I ultimately decided to join the Carpenters Union.
My life is better today because of my career choice, because I have health insurance and benefits and just a better future for myself and my family.
This is a great opportunity, especially right now in Indiana. It's high demand. Every trade, they all need people to work, and it's going to benefit you in the long run.
The Grill of Linton is a 100-year tradition and in the same family for the last 40. Open 7 days a week with steak night every Friday and Saturday night. You can dine in or carry out at this eatery located in the heart of downtown Linton. Team Ortho is Greene County's only orthopedic clinic featuring board-certified orthopedic surgeon Dr. John Hammerstein. Team Ortho also has lead athletic trainer Jed Arsenault, who works with the Linton-Stockton student athletes to help minimize the risk of injury. Greene County General Hospital, our family, caring for yours.
Welcome back to Raider Media Sports. During the Tech Shack post-game show, we're going to let Big D run loose here with stats as we wait for Kevin on the mic.
Yeah, the Miners, just a lot of points tonight. Paul Oliver scored from 1 yard out in the first quarter. Russell Goodman with 2 touchdowns in that first quarter, 7 yards and 19 yards. Oliver Stevens scores his first touchdown of the year on a 33-yard pass and run from Paul Oliver. Then Tyler Clark, the only high point of the night for North Knox, 72-yard pass from Cooper Lindbergh. And at that point, we've got a 29-7 game. Brent Cunningham gets his first touchdown of the year, a 9-yard run. Paul Oliver then goes in from 4.
Test 1, 2.
There we go. 1-2. Russell Goodman's going to score from 10, and Boulanger gets on the board with 1 to go. Stats are going to be a little loosey-goosey because so many people got in towards the night, but I know we had 8 carries, 71 yards for Ren Cottingham, 10 for 89 for Russell Goodman, 7 for 66 for Tate Gamble, 10 for 49 for Paul Oliver, 1 for 480 Sparks, 7 for 70 Dalton Reed, 4 for 27 for Trenton Crines, Harrison James with 3 for 22, Stephen Boulanger 5 for 14 with a touchdown, Jordan Crowther with 1 for 6. Drake Netherland unfortunately took 3 knees. It's going to get probably negative 3 yards for that. Passing the ball, the Miners didn't throw the ball in the air after the first half other than when the JV came in. 3 of 6 for 53 yards of Paul Oliver. 2 for 2 was Drake Netherland for 28 yards as they came in late. 2 catches for Oliver Stevens, one of them a score. 1 for 99 for Boulanger, 1 for 9 for Ivan Montgomery, 1 for 12 for Renninghoney, and the Miners with 81 yards passing, 418 rushing, 499 yards of offense for the Miners tonight with a running clock. For the Warriors tonight, they were suffering without the 2 biggest offensive weapons, so not a lot of there. Dodge Mason ended up with 3 carries for 10 yards at the end of the game. Nash McClure 3 for 7, 4 for -1 for Reed, Matt Van Meter. Those were the guys who came in late. Tyler Clark with 2 for -10, Reed Meeks 3 for -4, and Cooper Lamberg 1 for -5. He was 1 for 10 passing the ball, had 2 drops that probably could have been more damage, but that one was a 72-yard touchdown pass to Limburg, who had the only catch, had an interception as well. A beautiful pick by Oliver Stevens. Give some credit to the defense. 7 tackles for Braden Bilski for the Warriors. Coyvan Meter himself kept probably 4 touchdowns off with 8 tackles himself. On the Minor side of things, defensively, not a lot of big numbers there. James with 3 tackles, Trip Haynes with 4, Trenton Crines with 6, 3 for Russell Goodman, 2 for Corey Andrews, 2 for Jimmy Wright. As the Minor offense kind of had the ball, the bulk of it, and Kevin standing at about the 47-yard line. The Miners we have Eastern Green coming next week, and the Eastern Green has not won a game this year, so it doesn't promise to be much different than tonight, but probably going to see a lot of other guys play some different positions.
Obviously, we will be carrying that game from Eastern Green High School next week. We will go on at 5:55 pregame with a 7 o'clock tip. Before we return home the next Friday night for Northview, which is senior night, that's going to be a battle. We've heard about this since the first game of the season, and going to be honoring a lot of seniors that evening between the senior football members, obviously the band, and so we're looking forward to that as well. Now, my understanding is the football draw comes out on the 12th of October, and we will obviously post that information as far as how you can watch that live as well. So keep watch on our Facebook page so we can keep you updated from that information. Linton Miners on your win at North Knox. We'd also like to say Tim Sarah says, Rader Media Sports, you do an awesome job, and we thank you for that, Tim. As we watch all of the members of the football team as well as the cheer team as their families, we will be joined here in a moment by Coach Brian Oliver and Kevin from the field.
Yeah, you kind of, in these games like this, you kind of just want to come down and take care of business, and you try to hope to, Coach is just about there, try to get through it without anybody getting hurt. And I didn't know Dresden had broke his hand last week, so that's kind of a downfall. But here's Kevin with Coach Oliver.
Coach Oliver, thank you very much for joining us. Boy, almost 500 yards in total offense. You were just in command tonight with your team.
Yeah, we were. We came out and played pretty well from the beginning. We was able to run the ball. We could have threw the ball a little bit more at different times too. We'll continue to keep working with that too. But, yeah, I mean, our offense played exceptionally well. Our defense played pretty well. We had one hiccup there where they had to pass. And so, yeah, I mean, it was a good night for us all the way around. So it was a good night.
I know they had some injuries, but so did you, and you were able to overcome those with Dresden, Kenworthy, Cooper Smith. They're resting.
Yeah, I mean, you're getting late in the season, you're going to get a lot of bumps and bruises, and so we just came out and found the guys and moved some guys around to get our best 11 on the field, and then we was able to come out and execute.
And you were able to get a lot of people in this game to see some action, and that has to be good for morale, Coach.
Well, absolutely. We don't have a JV game on Monday, so that helps getting the guys in really early and getting everybody got to play. Our JV ended up scoring. I mean, they could have scored again. I didn't want to do that. Got a lot of grief for it, but oh well. But no, it was a good night. Everybody got to play, and on a Friday night, I mean, this is what the kids work for every single day, to come out and play on Friday nights.
I know we can single out a lot of people, but I love the fact that Shaylee Killian got on the board, and you found a creative way to do it.
Absolutely. I mean, that girl's been working hard since before Monrovia, and she get hurt in that game, and she's been struggling since then with the sore foot. But, man, come out, we want to get creative with her, and we're still not done with all that stuff. So, I mean, you look, as far as I know, that's the only girl that's ever scored a 2-point conversion, and we'll see what we can do next with her.
And I know, obviously, she had to be overjoyed, but I thought Paul he ran all the way across the field to high-five her after that.
Yeah, I mean, that's something we practice on all week long to try to get it. I mean, the kids are really excited because she's out here. I mean, no one sees it. You might think she kicks. She's not. She's going through our outside linebacker drills. She does our tackling drills. There's a lot of things that she goes out and does. And so, I mean, going to homecoming, she had bruises all over her arms. So she thought it was pretty cool. I said, not if you're in your dress. But, so, no, she's a tough girl.
You're a father of a daughter.
Exactly. I mean, she's a blue face mask. I mean, for a girl, there's a different standard for the girls, and she was able to make a blue face mask, so she's the first girl ever to have a blue face mask. So she earned these opportunities to go out, and we were glad to be able to get it for her tonight.
Eastern green.
I mean, we'll go Eastern. I mean,